Mr. Anderson, I've decided to give my non-fungible marble, aka NFM, to K to add an extra marble to Persona 5 with animation errors, pissing of the weebs even further. Alright, I'll embrace chaos. Yeah, alright, that's good. Alright. Chaos. You can afford... Is this the first, second marble? The fate of the marble. You can afford to make the window bigger by alt-dragging on the top handle of the capture source to crop out the browser header. Alt-dragging the top of the browser source. Like that. Oh, what if I do it the other way? Oh, I can't. How does it not... What if I did it from the bottom? Oh. 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 No, no, no. Yeah, it's yeah, hey Gatsby. There we go. Alright, so this fan art is by Athorno. Thank you, Athorno. It's called Final Fantasy 16 Joe and Gatsby. It's symbolic, it's impressionism. Alright, how do I fix it? What? 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 Alright, there we go. We need a ruling on if people can collectively pool marbles. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Key is trying to do some bullshit. E.g., if I have 500k and someone else has 500k, can we buy a marble together? Nope. Absolutely not. Can one person add a marble to another person's marble to add a second marble to an anime? No. When you buy the marble, so here's the issue that we're in, okay? When you buy the marble, you have to state what you're buying it for, and if you are buying it for a duplicate, then it costs more. However, in the event that the marble itself did not have a cost and was gifted, then that can go over it will circumvent that. It will override it because there is no cost. So I can't like charge it free twice. It was free. If it was gifted or if it was what do you mean question mark? This completely makes sense. What are you talking about? It makes perfect exactly. It makes perfect sense. This makes sense in the most insane way possible. It makes perfect sanity to me. How much extra does it cost per pre-existing marble? It costs double. So right now, before another marble was gifted, if the NFM marble had not been the non-fungible marble, if it had not been gifted, to add another marble to the Persona 5 animation, it would have cost 2 million. Now it costs 4 million if you want a third one. Can you combine 2 free marbles from 2 separate people? I mean, no. I mean, yeah, like, why would you? Who's gonna have the organizational skills to do that? Joe, can I have a free marble, please? No. Like, in the past, if someone wanted to use their marble for that, they could have, yeah. If I mail you a marble, can I get one here? If you manage to mail me a marble, you'll get a visit from the police. And then after that, maybe I'll give you a marble, sure. Cost for an email? No, it's not an email, it's real mail. It's real mail. I cleaned my room today, can I have a marble? The marble is not going to live up to the sense of satisfaction that you did from cleaning your room. Why dilute it? Anyway, this is by Arthorno. Final Fantasy 16 Joe and Gatsby. Unrelated Joe, but we might need more pics of your dogs. They're adorable. Oh, right, and for fan art references. They are pretty cute. I will say, Yoshi is the cuter of the two. Gatsby is the more handsome. Yoshi is like picture perfect yellow lab. Very cute, very dopey. Yeah, you're a good boy. Not really though, but you're okay. Good boy. All dogs are cute. Are they though? Are they though? Thank you, Arthorno. This is really good. More B stuff by Alec. A quick disco B crossover. Thought complete. The Anti-B Division. The Anti-B Division was a name given to a group of anarchists who have taken upon themselves the task of burning the royal beehives of King Philippe III during the Anti-Centennial Revolution. According to modern estimates, over 10 billion bees were mercilessly slaughtered by the group. Ultimately, in a true anarchist fashion, the anti-bee division never saw the end of the revolution. After being executed by the communists who wanted the honey for themselves, now their spirit lives on through you. -2 empathy, you fucking heartless bastard. +1, I love how this thought has like nothing to do with what happened. +1 hand-eye coordination, you actually managed to trap it. +1 half-life, all must perish. Very, very nice, very nice. +2. We're slowly reaching the point where we can make a fan game where it's playing as Joe, but everything is Disco Elysium. We pick the most unhinged choices possible. That would be fun. Sounds like a German bit. I love Disco Elysium so much, so much. Thank you, Alec. Can I pass an unredeemed marble down as a family heirloom? Another generation may have a chance to actually see them in action. Yes, you can. You can do that, yeah. Yes, you can. By Zestorin. Zestorin HV. Chrome asked me to draw this. Alright, let us look at it. What does that say? Something Chans? Oh, Forgotten Chans! Oh, God. Is that learning to draw Chan? Oh no. Alright, some of these Chans I actually have forgotten. What Chan is that? I feel like I should know that Chan too. I know these two. So about that shower I owe. Oh, damn. Bringing her back. Bringing her back. The chest of forgotten Chans. If you can name them all, you get a marble from me. Okay, but this one's impossible. Come on, I can't get that one. Unexpectedly incredible hand drawings. Yeah, the hands are like, I want to say incredible again, but that's just repeating it. The hands are so good. Well, you said her name 3 times, and there was some kind of reflective surface in that basement. So now here we are. But I bet you couldn't name the rest of these poor Chans. Don't you know what Chans are? They're the lifeblood of the fan art. Can't you hear them crying out in pain? And as a note, purely for retinas, the Chans are redacted. Ooh. Damn fancy. The Chans get 4 walls. Joe takes care of them. Oh yeah, okay, alright. This is just one wall. This is one continuous wall. One wall. Thank you, Zestorin. By Alec. Tormented. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that word, so I'm not going to. By Alec. Another B crossover. I sweat. It's the last one. Damn, was really hyped for the B crossover with Mars Needs Senpais. You want a B girl in Mars Needs Senpais? Are you sure you want to go down there? I think I have to. Come here, hee hee. How do you zoom in again? Was it Control? Or Alt? Or Shift? Control? It's Control. Yeah. That's exactly what she looked like, man. House of Bees. After what chat did to the fan art of the bee, it also has the other parts of House of Leaves for the meme. If you read the book, you know. House of Bees. Pac-Man? Bee-Man? Thank you, Alec. Ooh. By Merrick. First Final Fantasy 16 sketch. Sid. It's a great plan. I swear, just trust me. Source, trust me, bro. Dude, just trust me. Oh, the horns lighting the cigarette. Or is that a cigar at that point? Is there something that's between a cigar and a cigarette? Like a cigarette in the name seems like it's just a smaller cigar. But I feel like a cigar is quite... I guess you can have thin cigars. Cigarello? Is that what they're called? Oh man, lots of people know. Is this Sid meets... Oh man, this is reminding me of another Final Fantasy character from... Oh man. Is it Final Fantasy X? The guy who has the arm that he keeps in his robe the whole time, and I wondered the whole entire game if his arm was broken or not. Orin? I'm getting a little bit of Orin vibes. Maybe it's just the glasses. Was his arm broken? Or did he... That's just something he did. I just gave him glasses to make him look cute. He looks cute. That's true. Uh-oh. You okay? Oh, yeah. Okay. He's just licking his paw. Alright, sorry. Lazy arm. Thank you, Mark. By Luna Panda. There was no quote for this, but she did post a series of Phineas and Ferb gifs edited to say, does your stepsister ever talk? Jill? She's more of a woman of action. Does your companion ever talk? Torgal? No, he is a dog. No, Jill, your stepsister. Who? Nice. What are they doing with Jill, man? What are they doing? We counted, by the way, Joe. She has a dialogue rate of 30 lines per hour. An alarming number of those are just Clive, but a solid 40 minutes, everyone who bet 0 Jill lines thought they were winning. She didn't talk for 40 minutes? Clive. She's a dominant too, right? Isn't she? Like she's just as important as like Sid and Clive and Hugo and Bahamut. Like she's a dom. She's a switch. +2 for the reference chatter. Very nice. And Gav's not a dominant, not yet. He hasn't awakened yet. Thank you, Luna Panda. This is by Danny. Time for your 11,000th and 37th GRPG, Joe. It feels like this is counting as more than one. This time for sure. Who the fuck is Carlos? Remix vintage memes here. Very nice. I can't believe how in that game Carlos went from like, how the hell are we Carlos? We're in here with two of like the long-standing out like best characters in the series, and we're not even playing as them. We're playing as Carlos instead. And then Carlos was the best character by the end of the game. Number 1 by a lot. He's so good. I love Carlos so much. Is there ever going to be another game in that series? Man, I hope Carlos is in it. God, I love Carlos so much. The big question is Carlos or Gav? No, that's not even... it's Carlos all the way. Not even hard. Not even hard. By Danny. Danny K1. Drawing on a phone is hard. I didn't know what to write in Joe's text box since I haven't seen Final Fantasy 16 streams. And yet there's so I'm behind on Weeb memes. Doesn't matter anyways. Lock it in. It's the same memes. Don't worry. These are still very relevant. Yep. You drew this on a goddamn phone? Impressive and terrifying. Damn. I can barely make notes with the stylus on my phone. Never mind this. Holy shit. How do you do the coloring? Do you use like fill or just surface area? I guess you just shrink the reticule to do it. Damn. I'm stuck on a Sudoku on my phone, by the way. Let me see if I can pull it up. I am doing a wonderful discovery by Damasosos92. Damasosos92. It was on Cracking the Cryptic a couple days ago. Apparently, I have tried to do this for 62 minutes and counting. However, I'm pretty sure 20 minutes of that were last night when I was laying in bed and I fell asleep with my phone still like upright somehow. So I don't really know how long I've been doing this for, and I don't even have a digit yet. I can't figure it out. I've made some deductions. I've discovered striping all over the place, and I know that X is is between 5 and 10, but apart from that, I don't know what else to do. I'm close to giving up. I'm hoping that it's not set theory because it has some set theory clues, but I don't see how you can apply set theory to it. Doesn't use stylus, just draws with his finger. Holy shit. Well done. Well done. Damn. So does it count as finger painting? By Jin Lurker. It's a lurker. Very real recreation of what happened during the first Final Fantasy 16 stream. Alright, here we go. Are we going left to right or right to left? Is it like because it works both ways? It's like, oh yeah, I'm so excited to play the game. Oh, he said fuck. Or he said fuck. Oh fuck, I fucking love this. Joe, use your potions. No, I'm not a Redditor. True. Who's talking? Yes. Yes. Burning Bowl. Nice. Nice. Right at the end of the QTE2, as is tradition. The attack cutting through the panel. Oh man, this is good. The deets. Burning Bowl. Oh, dude, a Burning Bowl though? Oh, Dude, you know what that means? Oh, dude. Sorry to dude all over your fan art, Jin Lurker. Garuda lost because a crater is just a really big dirt bowl. It was Jover from the start. True. Very, very true. True. Why is it a bee in a burning bowl? Imagine missing a stream. Imagine being new. Imagine missing a stream. I was attacked by a carpenter bee that somehow burrowed its way into my basement during one of the Final Fantasy 16 streams, and that has been the highlight of the playthrough so far. That's not a lie. Holy shit. You were not. I was attacked. I was attacked. I was attacked. Invaders must die. I muted the microphone when I went over and investigated. You all don't know what happened. I was attacked. Attacked. By Sam. Sam and unintellectual. Say it every time. 4 minutes late. Poor Gav. Wait a minute. No Fanart today. Common Gav W. Gav Fantasy 16. Oh, what the fuck? Ooh. Ooh. Oh boy, Gav is the bestest guy I've ever met. Wait, didn't he like kinda half die if we had shown this in that one? He's okay though, don't worry. He's okay. If you missed it, he's okay. Sam has requested that I allow him to plead his case for male Blythe instead of female Blythe on his next fan art. It's been a week. He has written nothing. What a shame. Am I saying Blythe's name wrong? Blythe? Byleth? Beleth? You have to say it like you have a lisp? Blythe? Byleth? By? Mario? Leth? Maybe just Leth. I don't like saying Leth. By Merrick. Second Final Fantasy 16 sketch. Final Fantasy X Game of Thrones. Final Fantasy got gotted. Chaos. Oh, what the... So Littlefinger has some chocobo fingers? And the star... Holy shit, the Starbucks cup. Oh, nice. Nice. Chaos. Has been pretty chaos. Is it that he's saying it so loud and gruffly that he gets to... What are these called in a speech bubble? The speech arrows? 2 of them. For the power. Chaos. Should we play Chaos next? These are the kind of shirts I wear all the time now. I'm quite fond of them. It feels weird to wear a shirt with no buttons at the top now. I enjoy the button shirts. Chaos. Anything to delay Ghost Trick, right? Anything to delay it. We should play a good Final Fantasy after this, right? I wear long sleeve ones though, and I roll up the sleeves. I don't know why. I prefer to have long sleeves rolled up than just to wear short sleeves. I don't know. Did anyone else feel me on that? I don't understand why, but it's just more comfortable. Question. I know it maybe it doesn't make sense, but I prefer long sleeve rolled up. I mean, I also wear like a button like a dress shirt over top. Also rolled up on it too. That's what I'm wearing right now. Stylin'. Do you roll up your jeans in the summer? No, I don't roll up my jeans in the summer. I don't do that. Thank you, Merrick. By K. Pixel art? Oh my god, it's just fucking Mega Man. Kaleo 64. But this is 8-bit. What are you talking about? Get equipped with Garuda. It is like Mega Man, yeah. Nice. Pixel art is hard. Glad to be inspired by how interesting the game's plot is during the first couple streams. Yep. Rather than when it picks up or any of the madness around it, I cannot draw a B-girl with boobs. I have tried, and I'm asking Merrick for help. How did that go? Side note, because I can, everyone go to Jad's stream announcements channel and everyone trans react. I want to see what power I hold for future dumb stunts. Kay is doing a power test. Let's see how it goes. Gatsby. All right, hey buddy, we're good. All right, you're too big for that. You're too big for this. Oh, okay, you're gonna break my arm, bro. Okay, chill. Ow. Sorry about that. I have 2 large dogs in the room with me. If you aren't here regularly, and today for whatever reason they keep shoving their noses in my face. Yep. How is it? Yep. Okay, we good? All right, we're good now. Thank you, Kay. I've been trying to think of like a song that goes with like Garuda, Gahana. That it's the Beach Boys song, right? I don't even know if I know the real words. How can I replace them? By K again. K, me again. Oh, there you go. Kaleo 64. Go, do a weeb. I got a free marble and I plan to make it everyone's goddamn problem. Really hope everyone know the meme where that do hand a raccoon a gun. Dude, but then again, everyone references anime that Joe never gets, so well. Persona 5 animation sucks so damn hard, and that's the point. The suckiness is the point. Joe will always hate anime, and I will ensure that. Oh man, there's a plan. Zuma from the Paw Patrol wants me to make it lesbian anime, but nah, I want chaos. Side note 2, really glad how my quick little doodles aren't so bad. Now to hurt Joe with fan art next time. Side note 3, the non-fungible marble is mine. Alligator, my thanks for your service and loyalty to anarchy and chaos. Side note 4, Ben T is going to redeem a marble today. Are they? Did someone say another Persona 5 marble? Yeah, no, it has to be, no, 4 million, no way, no. Did someone say another Persona 5 marble? The end is nigh, Joe. It was a mistake to give me a crumb of power. No, fighting back. There's already 2. It's getting out of hand. It's gonna be a Persona 4 anime? Oh, Trolley-chan! By Einen Cafe Bitte. Franska Cafe. Did I say that right? This isn't a blatant Marek favoritism or anything. Trolley-chan, across the Trolleyverse, exclusively in Twitch TV. Anderson JPH. Characters by Marek Bentuzzi, Problem Synth, Baka Cage, Piggy Wiggy, Train... Oh man, that's hard for me to say. Kren? Maybe I'm saying it wrong right from the beginning. Justream? C806256 every time, Luna Panda, Anu, and uncredited artist Chan. I'm so bad at reading names. I'm sorry. Look at all the iterations of Trolley Chan, who apparently at one point was in Among Us. Okay. I kind of hate your takes but love your voice, so here I am. All right, thank you. Anyhow, how would you compare the game to DMC combat-wise? It's nowhere near as good as DMC. It's like DMC. What's Diet Coke to Diet Coke? It's like 2 down. It's still pretty good, but yeah, it's 2 down. Thank you, Einen Cafe Bitte. I love Trolley-chan so much. I miss her so much, chat. I miss her so much. I still haven't deleted uninstalled Half-Life 2 since we did that. Speaking of references Joe wouldn't get, this went through a few edits and I waited until it was reposted to jokingly tell EKB that he missed the boobs on Anu's Among Us Trolley-chan, and Sam said, "How dare you forget my Trolley-chan, the first ever made. So much hate, my head literally shaking and shaking my head right now. So much hate. Everybody always forgets her. Aw." Here is how EKB responded. I remember now. I remember the tiny little line that implied cleavage. I remember now. The tiny little line. This is the most monstrous Trolley-chan version. Like, actually terrifying. It's like a bug snack by EKB. Sigh. Remember, Joe, if you want to zoom in on something interesting, you can hold control and use the mouse. Way ahead of you. Way ahead of you. Nice cut off there. Way ahead of you. Anyway, thank you for the fan art, everybody. Nice to take a trip down memory lane and think about Trolley-chan a little bit more. Hey Joe, how are you enjoying the game so far? It's decent. It's probably around a 6 out of 10 right now. That's usually where I default. 6 to 7. I would say a high 6. And there you go. What was Forspoken? I think Forspoken was a 5, wasn't it? I think Odyssey is probably better than this. But they're different games, so I'm just comparing things just to compare them. Alright, so I'm in a bit of a better mood than yesterday, but I feel kind of weird today. I feel sick without the nausea. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, not sick like flu sick. I feel nauseous without the nausea. I don't even know how to explain it. I just feel kind of weird. I feel like something's off. I don't know. Uneasy? No, it's not uneasy. It's not anxious or whatever. It's definitely like a physical thing. I just feel like, I don't know. Maybe it's I recently changed my diet quite extensively, so maybe it's something to do with that. You feel like something's about to happen, but you don't know what? No, not like that. No, I don't feel a sense of foreboding. No, maybe it's just indigestion. I don't know. I'm not sure. Thank you, Shit Zoo Workers Union, for the resub. I reached redacted in Evolve, and I'm too scared to do my first reset. Now I've gotten so far. Absolutely reset. You don't know, like, if you continue to the third reset, like, it's gonna take you, like, no joke, it might take you a whole month. You should absolutely reset at this point. Do a tier 2 reset. You don't know what's ahead of you, man. It's gonna take a really long time. Definitely reset. Highly recommend you reset. Do a tier 2 reset though. Don't do a tier 1 reset, because if you've gone that far, do a tier 2 reset, which is the ship. Do the ship. All right. So one thing before I go, I'm gonna do a little bit of shilling that I'm not even being paid to do, because I play the game and it's a little bit of an underdog, and right now is a good time to jump into it. Last night I played Hunt Showdown for about an hour with the new update that happens, and apparently last night is the most amount of players that has ever played Hunt Showdown on Steam. They hit a new peak of Hunt Showdown. So if you want to get into Hunt Showdown, today is actually, or this kind of patch, this event is actually a really good time to do it, because there are a lot of new people playing at the moment, it seems. So if you are curious about that, you can go do it. There's also a new boss, and the new environment that they added. There's not a new map, but they added a rain mode to it that cycles through intensity of a storm, and that is one of the best iterations of, like, being in a storm that I have ever played in any game. I had really high hopes for it when I saw that it was announced, and this is one of the rare times that my expectations were exceeded. Like, I loved any time that it was like a heavy downpour going on in that game. Like, so cool. Really good. So if you are kind of curious about Hunt Showdown, now is a good time to get in, but, you know, it's still kind of a hardcore game, so make sure you know what you're getting in for. Did you like the new Legendary Hunters, Joe? I'm just going Reptilian because extra bonus points. Thank you, Bill Nye, the Cream Stream guy, for gifting a sub to... Oh, my fucking... Oh, no. Thank you, Bill Nye, the Cream Stream guy, for gifting a sub to... Steve McQueef. Thank you. All right, and someone cashed in a marble. All right, where's the marble, and then we can actually play the game. It's really hard to do audio focus games like Hunt with bad ear problems, unfortunately. I wish Hunt had some audio visualizing accessibility stuff. Yeah, the audio is really important. You can still play it, but you are at a severe disadvantage. Yeah. Okay, so PR Humi, we already did that one, right? That one's already been cashed in. I just haven't hit as mark as complete, right? And Ben Template, what is your marble? Persona 4 Golden Anime, Kay sends her regards. All right. Lock it in. Marked as complete. And I'm pretty sure the other one was done, marked as complete. Yeah, Volcano. That's what it was, Volcano. If I remember correctly, that one sounded kind of interesting. Volcano. All right, there you go. Mark is complete. Okay, so that's there. I can see the game. All right, let us play Final Fantasy 16. Well, I mean, we're not really gonna play it because it's a Final Fantasy game. It's good. We're gonna watch most of it. Do you think this game needs a second weapon? I think it needs like a third and fourth weapon. Like, I don't. Like, yeah, I would have really appreciated that a lot. But, you know, whatever. Like, there's room in the gaming landscape for a lighter, more accessible Devil May Cry experience. That still is pretty fun. You know, it's not a bad combat system by any means.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill, and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
Knew him for 5 minutes.
So wait. The bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good.
What was that turning around animation?
Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Did Jill speak yet?
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Together. No! I'm wrong. Gotta recalibrate my together. Party members. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Is Jill leaving? Is Torgal leaving?
We'll keep them from the bridge. Don't you worry.
Why do so many people in this game sound like they're from Derry? Because they drink milk? Imagine drinking milk. Psychotic.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Run like the wind.
Drinking milk by itself is like Bateman behavior. You don't just drink milk all by itself. You need something with the milk. You don't just drink milk. Lies of P? Gonna play that? Lock it in? Oh, it despawns when you get off of it?
Ready, go?
Did you like the Lies of P demo? It was pretty good, yeah. I'm interested to play some more. It's coming out on Steam at the same time as consoles, right? So we'll probably play it on Steam. I prefer to play games on PC. Managed not to ruin or lose any of my my KDA playing Hunt last night. I died a bunch. I was playing like crap, but I killed more than I was killed, so I'm happy about that. I unlocked the Martini Henry is my favorite gun, my favorite rifle. Okay, it's not my favorite rifle overall, but it's my favorite rifle when factoring in the cost of it, because it's fairly
On your
cheap.
command, my lord.
My favorite rifle is probably the Mosin or the Lebel. However, I tried the Springfield Krag for the first time, and that was a pretty good gun. So that might be my new favorite, but it's a bit expensive. I unlocked the Martini Henry iron sight or whatever that has like multiple shots in without reloading, because it's a one-shot gun usually. And this ammo cartridge thing that they have on the side takes up like 33% of your screen. It's like a joke. It's like someone gave them the idea and then the monkey paw curled. It's like, honest to God, you can't see anything that's to the left of you when you use this thing. It's like, it's actually unusable. I don't fucking understand like why they even put it in the game.
What is it now?
Mad, super mad.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman
Who?
and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
For Birger!
Your petty revolution! These our swords, we swear!
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another Wyvern will find their battle for them.
How is the Wyvern a friend? Oh man, well I'm loving this move. This is just the best move. Just an amazing move. Okay, I'm actually thinking of refunding the tornado move. Fuck, I can't see shit.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Another one?
There's no one left to keep them occupied.
Dude.
We need to finish this.
We finish him.
Yay! How can you see me?
I don't see any more.
I can't see anyone at all.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
This was a plan?
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps.
Do I have thoughts on big flashing damage numbers in combat? I'm not really a fan of it outside of MMOs. I think it's good to have that in MMO combat because MMOs is kind of hard to understand what you're doing sometimes, and a lot of it is kind of like your actions don't match what you're doing, so it makes sense. But in most other instances, like, I'm not really for it. I think crosscode has damage numbers. I don't even like it in crosscode. Normally, I would prefer it to have them off.
Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again.
Will I play the Katana Zero DLC? Probably, yeah. That sounds like
I
fun.
often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place.
Crosscode is an MMO after all. That's true. So is this.
Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
Oh my god, who cares?
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Oh, 1 second, chat. Waiter Gav? Oh, Gav all the way. Not even close.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows.
Favorite story in modern video game. If Disco Elysium counts, then Disco Elysium, but I don't think that Disco Elysium has a good story in as much as it has good writing. I'm not sure if I don't even think if Disco Elysium qualifies as having a story at all. Really, you just kind of drift around, just take in all the writing, and I like that. That's not criticism. I just really like that about it. I don't know. I don't know what my favorite modern video game story would be.
Where he would be of no use to anyone.
13 Sentinels.
So, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
And also famously
I'll have
hot.
to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter.
Personally, I think the story is focused on Protect's past and learning to keep your shit together. Yeah, I would say I could get on board with that, but a lot of that you can just straight up miss. And because you can miss so much of it, to me, it just becomes part of like the drifting through all of the writing that's in the game. So I'm not sure if I could fully get on board, but I want to. If that's the case, then yeah, Disco Elysium takes it easily. Disco Elysium is just stunning, just blows everything else out of the water. Sorry to keep going on about it. I know some people might be tired of hearing about it. I hear Pentiment is close to the same level, so maybe we should play that.
It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Seal obtained.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade.
Jill, are you gonna
If
talk?
there is ever anything you need.
I know.
This was your home too.
Go on now, my lord.
Man, some of the best parts, maybe even my favorite part of the older Final Fantasy games was like the interactions between all the party members and them like bickering and talking and like formulating plans together and like having like fucking hell, what are they doing? Rossfield Manor. Jill, say something.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Nope, he's gonna be happy to see us.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit.
Imagine my surprise when it really was him.
Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue.
Jill. Oh.
You would mock me as well?
Bethesda game?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to her serene holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod.
Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
This is pretty good, actually. I like this. Oh, you didn't need to do that part. We get... Okay, whatever. We get it.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
All right, some people in chat aren't getting it. I'll explain. So, Clive is using his icon powers, like Jedi powers, to cast like a mystique spell all over his uncle to make him think that he's still. No, this is a game that he used to play when he was a kid. When he used to visit, and he would play this game with his uncle, and he's showing that he knows the game, and he's doing the acting thing that he used to play with his uncle. So it's like, hey, it's me. That's what they're doing.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Madu in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
Eddie, my boy.
You always were fond of that scene from The Saint and the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I prefer the Saint and the Secretary myself.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
There's an ATL for this? Hold on. Oh, I'm coming. A beloved Valasthian fable wherein the good knight Sir Crandall of Camelot, servant of Saint Sybil the Unshod, does battle against the evil warlock Madu. The story was a favorite of the young Clive Rosfield, and he would often act out scenes with his uncle, the young knight naturally taking the role of Sir Crandall, and his rumbustious Uncle Byron making a convincing Madu. Why didn't he desert and run to his uncle? What did you do for 13 years? Who the fuck is Rutherford? Manservant to Lord Byron Rosfield, his daily duties touch all aspects of running his master's manor. I know it's really immature, but there's something so funny about the term manservant to me. Whether that be the welcoming of guests, the preparation of meals, or the polishing of the intrepid nobleman's trophy collection. Younger brother of the late Archduke Elwin and warden of Port Isolde, after the duchy was incorporated into the empire and Byron stripped of his titles, he shut himself away in his manor and gladly volunteered every gill of the onerous taxes and tariffs with which he was newly burdened, all to avoid drawing the empire's ire, and to keep their attentions from his support for the guardians of the flame. Seven high houses. The highest noble houses of Old Rosaria, of which House Rosfield is the first and foremost. They have their roots in the ruling dynasties of the small independent nations that were united upon the founding of the duchy. The houses had a prominent voice in ducal politics, but this was silenced when the region fell to the empire. The Empress Annabella took Rosaria's reigns. Dude. A port city situated on the southwestern coast of the imperial province of Rosaria, only Rosalith rivals it for size, and in the glory days of Archduke Elwin's reign, its streets bustled with traders from across Valestia. Sadly, those days are long since gone, and Sambriquois occupation has seen everything from marketplaces to military institutions subverted to the will of the empire. Will of the empire. Oh, we got some hype chat from Daddy's Jizzies. Thank you. This message has 100 characters for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That means I have more dialogue than Jill. She hasn't said anything for ages. That's true. Thank you for that.
But Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit.
She's standing there. It's so awkward. Pick up your axe.
See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
Yes, Rutherford.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I have a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then?
Whoa!
About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Mine.
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
This is true. Yeah, absolutely.
Is that true?
Yeah.
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my
That's not what I said. That's not what I'm saying.
nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid.
Yeah, and you're just going along with Sid's fucking plan to destroy the mother crystals. Meanwhile, Jill's over here going, Jumpy, did you know that, like, Icon fuel can't melt mother crystal beams? Like, what the fuck? We're just going along with this still.
Boy. But now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle.
Ah!
Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Dude, why is Jill so awkward? What?
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
So how long till the uncle dies?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
I don't think Jill's coming.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice.
Uh-oh.
Because once they learned...
Uh-oh, we're crashing the economy right now. Oh,
Lash would not move me. They turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung a sword, but another's.
This didn't come up in 5 years?
I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all.
Until I saw you again, Clive.
I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Together? Together?
Thank you, Clive.
No?
I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
That was a lot of lines. Alright. Struck out there with that. Here be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Alright, let's go talk to Mommy.
Typical nobles.
Back again, Lord Rosfield.
Mommy,
I'm
yeah,
touched that
Mommy.
You should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea.
Not that kind of
There
Mommy.
was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move.
Yeah, like, look, the dark parts on the map, that has to be Blight, right? Like, what else could that be? Someone in chat yesterday was disputing that, saying that, you know, we didn't have enough information to go on. I think it has to be, right? There's nothing else that could be. You weren't wrong to be like, hey, do we know for sure? But, like, I think it has to be.
As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies.
And we're gonna destroy their crystal?
Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the Blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria.
Once again, just want to point out that Sid thinks that if you destroy a crystal, the blight will stop happening. And the only evidence we had before we did, like, evidence to go on before we destroyed a crystal was that there is a region up north where the crystal was destroyed, and that's completely covered in blight. But no, let's just destroy the other ones. It'll work. And it will too. Watch.
And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again. under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island. And with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity.
Not to mention the damage to the economy. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, think of the economy.
The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drostenus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drek's breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
I don't think Jill's going. This could be a good story moment for her, so maybe, but
A sea voyage this
I'm kind of
time,
feeling
is it?
she's not going.
It will be over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
Oh, I was wrong. Damn, wrong all the time.
Jill, when you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drek's breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him.
I'm gonna help.
It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Together?
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
Yes!
We'll make him proud.
Together. No bullshit about, oh, killing someone is not going to do what you did. It's not going to make you feel better. That's good. I'm glad they're not doing that. I don't know if this is like an actual like deranged take or whatever, but I think that sometimes that actually would make you feel better. I think there are some cases. I know we like to like in a lot of stories and media, it's like, no, it's never gonna make you feel better. I kind of think there are. You know what? I think sometimes in some situations, I think it would. All right, Drake's breath, jutting forth from the fiery maw of sacred Mount Drostenus. Mountain Doom. The Mother Crystal is the pillar upon which the faith of the cloistered nation rests. Sorry. Okay. The boiling sea, Western Strom.
Useful trick. Freezing and throwing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas, to keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
Uh-oh. Her glove?
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this.
Oh, we're getting ice powers soon.
Whatever the cost.
All right.
I mean, Jill is not using them, so why not? Oh, so true. Plus true. So true.
There she is.
Oh, this has been here for a while. Sorry. Thank you, Simsy F Art, not something else, for the hype chat. Jill is just shy, dude. Don't pressure her. I'm starting to think maybe it's intentional. No, you know what? There's definitely been a while where she should have spoke. She should have had some dialogue, and they just didn't care or whatever. But there are some scenes where I think, yeah, maybe she's just a little awkward.
The Iron Kingdom's mother crystal.
Drake's breath.
Ooh, looks like a chisel. If you want stories to have moral messages, then no story shouldn't depict revenge as a resolution, which is the reason you see the other cliche more, because partaking in revengeful desires is considered a character flaw. I think morality is way more complicated than revenge is always bad in every single case. Maybe a lot of the stories that we immerse ourselves with in modern day aren't, deep enough to deal with that, but I think books do. But yeah, I would say that most movies and most games don't go that far. Yeah. I that's why I was really disappointed in Last of Us Part 2, because I feel like they could have done a lot more with that, and the presentation and the money that went into that game was definitely worthy of like a proper literary examination or exploration of that kind of idea of revenge. And instead it was just, yeah, revenge is bad, I guess, and violence is bad, I guess. Just it's kind of really big letdown. I wish they had done more with that.
Strong currents, sharp rocks, and ether floods. Let's not forget them. This island is a natural fortress.
But safety breeds complacency, allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen.
The sanctuary is inside the mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
All right. Let's go.
The argument should be that revenge gets more revenge going, not that revenge never feels good. Revenge he has to deny.
Came here, it would be to reclaim it.
It used to belong to Rosaria, didn't it?
Once.
Oh,
I
it's
was in the
huge.
Ironblood's clutches for far too long.
As was I. For 13 years, this rock was my home. I know its secrets only too well.
This path was abandoned after an ether flood. They don't guard it anymore.
The perfect little shortcut.
Revenge he has to deny themselves the satisfaction and stop cascading violence may be a good point. Revenge won't ever feel bad is not. Yeah, I guess maybe it's righteous revenge has to be implied there, because there's revenge that is righteous, and then there's revenge that you think is righteous and it's not, right? So that's where the exploration becomes really interesting. It's like, how do you tell? Is there ever a time that you can be really sure? Like on a personal level, like you can know, but like from a societal level you can't. It's like, that's where I think it becomes really like agonizing, and the morality gets really interesting. Both of those feel the same from the inside. What do you mean? Maybe you typed that before I got to the society level, from people can see like from the outside. Best revenge story? Kill Bill. Probably the Count of Monte Cristo is probably the one that everyone is going to go to, and I would agree with that. All revenge feels righteous. Yeah, but just because something feels righteous doesn't mean it is righteous. But just because you can't tell doesn't mean there isn't such a thing as righteous revenge. Like, there is. Is that like a little version of the, yeah, it is. That's neat. I'm insane for thinking that Kill Bill is just funny. Kill Bill is a pretty funny 2 movies, yeah. I think the second one is more funny than the first one, right? Tarantino often uses humor to emphasize, or I wouldn't really say undercut, but kind of make you uncomfortable, but also make you laugh with a lot of like really horrific moments of violence. Although I haven't watched every Tarantino movie, so I can't say for sure overall.
Was that an earthquake?
They happen all the time. That wasn't even a bad one. It's nothing to worry about.
Best Served Cold by Joe Abercrombie is about revenge, is it? Well, with that title, it would be, yeah. I assume it's good if you're talking about it. Whoa, why does this guy have so much health? What the fuck?
The old Arboretum is just up there. We'll enter the caves from there.
Whoa, the frames. Holy crap. Are you going to watch the anime adaptation of Monte Cristo where it's the year 5053 and they're in space and the Count has blue skin and they fight with mechs? I've watched it. It's a real thing, isn't it? No, I won't. No, I don't think I will. Joe, I need to pee. Please take a break. Nope, 30 minutes. You have to hold it. You have to hold your pee, chatter. The streamer commands it. Boss time? The anime is really fucking awesome. Doubt.
Ugh, look at this place. What a mess.
Wait.
This is a boss arena. Big open circle. Door we have to open. We're in a cutscene. Oh, okay. We ran out of content, have we? Okay, cool.
It's turned.
Nothing a shield of Rosaria can't handle. Just like old times.
Be sure to keep clear of his form.
Believe me, I mean to.
Worst breath.
Don't breathe it in.
Shit. Die, Jobu.
I still can't believe they can jump. Don't these things have roots?
Joe, this game expects you to heal, and yet I don't have to. We are not the same. I'm having fun not healing. Magic to Ash, Meteorite.
Press on.
Yes.
Is the combat skill based or is it like Yakuza? It's pretty skill based, I think. It feels more skill based than Yakuza, but maybe it's just better balance with the stats and stuff. Dog heal doesn't count. I don't even think the dog heal does much of anything actually. So like whatever. Like I think I hit it like 3 or 4 times in that fight.
It's like a furnace in here.
We're inside the volcano. You get used to the heat. Though I
Healing
don't
Halo.
remember it.
Healing Halo. The way these potions are scattered around and they heal you if you're full up seems to
cause for concern.
It's facilitating this no heal run, I think.
And they're getting bigger. Something's
So it
wrong.
feels somewhat intended, I guess. I like it. On the hardest difficulty, you only get 2 heals for the full stage dungeon. Full 2 heal refills, you mean? So you have your full potions, and then it gives you two more potions after that. Does the dog heal become like really important in that? Maybe the dog heal is stronger than I think. Oh, this is the way. Which is your favorite icon so far? I like the fire one. I like Ifrit, or maybe like Phoenix because I'm using the Phoenix's moves, right? You get 1 potion, 1 high potion, dog, limit break, and Phoenix can still heal. They heal a fair amount though, so if like as long as you're avoiding a bunch of attacks and you can use those, like I think you can keep yourself topped up. I remember using the Devil Trigger heal a lot in Devil May Cry 1. I remember when I was a kid fighting I can't remember what he's called. What is he called in Devil May Cry 1? The big knight guy that you fight 3 different times. I remember fighting him, and I would use Devil Trigger early on when I was bad at the game to just brute force my way through a phase that I found too difficult. It's like, oh, he's doing this. You know what? I'm just going to use Devil Trigger and just like tank it. I just got scolded by my landscaper for not mowing the lawn the week they didn't show. You know what? I'm also disappointed he didn't stream on the weekend when I didn't stream. I need to mow the lawn too. Lately, whenever I'm on a good schedule to mow the lawn, because I don't want to mow the lawn too early or too late in the day, it's been raining. And I'm not exactly sure if you can mow your lawn in the rain, but I use it as an excuse not to, so kind of annoyed about that.
Fuck. Is there no other way across?
Fuck. There's gonna be a YouTube video that compiles every fuck that's said in this game. What the hell is this made out of? If only someone had the power of ice. Oh.
Quickly, before it melts.
This is going to be close.
If we went into icon mode, couldn't we just walk through lava? We're Ifrit. Alright, so this is 2 cutscenes on a bridge that seem kind of superfluous before a character dies, huh? Alright. Rip Jill.
Let's not do that again.
No. Let's not. They don't look too tough.
Perhaps not alone, but in numbers like these.
Can we watch Annapurna Showcase instead of playing this? It starts in 40 minutes. Nah, I'm good. I hope there's something good announced, though. Are there any predictions, any leaks, anything like that? I'm hoping for some Neon White DLC. Oh, that would be fun. I haven't finished the base game yet, but that would be fun. The DLC would be a good excuse to stream it all again. One of the Jadsters almost lost a foot mowing wet grass. Oh, damn. Was it? Were you on like an incline or something? You're always supposed to go, like mow a hill sideways. Don't go up or down. I still do sometimes because sometimes it's unavoidable. But you know, I'm careful. So careful. When I die in a mow-related accident in a year from now, please remember this.
Drake's breath.
We're nearly at the oratory.
Almost lost a foot like you slipped and your foot almost went into the blade, or almost lost a foot like your foot went into the blade, you went to the hospital, it was an ordeal, oh my god, I almost lost my foot. Because those are 2 very different things. Both scary, don't get me wrong, but like, and you need to learn the lesson, but holy shit. I hope it wasn't the second one.
I have absolutely no idea.
Well, whatever it is, I don't think it's friendly.
Red Moose. Oh, I remember those from the games. From the earlier games. Alright, this is very hard to dodge. I once chopped my fingernail finger with the lawnmower blades. Don't ask how, it was done. How? I want to ask. How was it? What? I was getting some grass out of them and did not realize the thing was still on, and then it happened. Oh my god. Was this a while ago? Because like the lawnmower that we have is fairly new. It was a gift from Wee Ugly Bill actually when we moved into the house, and like it won't continue, like it won't mow unless you have like the safety handle pulled down after pressing a button. Like you have to do a Street Fighter input to get the thing even fucking mowing, and then you have to like hold the like a bar down for it to continue, and if you let go of it, that's it, it turns itself off. Maybe the old ones don't have like a safety feature like that. Mine is like 20 years old. Oh, okay. Ours is also electric and it uses batteries, and I really like that. Like it's pretty beefy despite using batteries. I thought it might not last very long, but no, it's really good. All right. Oh, that's a big upgrade. Nice. Can you stream the showcase, but like in the right hand corner? It would help a lot of people focus on the game. No, because that isn't it gonna get copyright claimed when I put the VOD up then? And you're not gonna be able to hear it. They're kidding, don't actually do it. Germa's fiance would not joke about this. Deathly serious, those Germas. Another one?
One of the demons. But they never leave the lava.
If I didn't know better, I think this volcano was about to erupt.
Why attack us then? They're peaceful creatures.
So this one must be
Yeah, so peaceful. So this is 2 rematches in a row against monsters we fought before. Interesting. Alright. If only Sid was here. How can you tell what the fuck is going on during the tornado? That's the fun part. I can't. Do you think you'll stream Cyberpunk after the self-proclaimed 2.0 comes out? No, I won't stream it. I will play it though, but I'm not going to stream it. I saw Reddit was angry earlier when the vice president at CD Projekt said something about how he thought that the game wasn't that bad when it first came out, and it just became cool to hate on it, and that's why it got a bad reputation, or part of its bad reputation. And Reddit was like, no, and I'm like, that's kind of true. Like, I really feel like it did get a lot of hate that it didn't deserve. It did deserve some of the hate, but no, it did become cool to hate on it. They fucked up majorly, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not like being an apologist here, but like it absolutely did become cool to hate on it. Holy shit. Heal me. Oh man. Rumbles. Release Cyberpunk was better than Witcher 3 vanilla. Yeah, in some ways I would agree with that, yeah. The gameplay was definitely better. In a lot of ways, no. PS4 version. Yeah, maybe a bunch of them played it on console. It was bad on PC too. But like PlayStation 4, it was like straight unplayable, right? Okay, I cannot read some of these animations. All right, we did it. It was cool to hate on us is just rephrasing. Everybody was rightfully making fun of us. Yeah, to some extent, yeah, I can see that being true for sure. They deserved a lot of hate, but it wasn't the worst game ever. Oh, kind of like Forspoken. Yeah, kind of like Forspoken. Victim of its own hype.
You heard.
Just hot.
That's the lowest bar ever. It's not really, because people were acting like it was the worst game ever.
Thank you.
It's like that statement isn't being made in a vacuum.
Our friend made.
Or maybe you're not talking to me, sorry.
The gate to the inner chambers is just up there.
Then we make for the sanctuary.
I need to finish this before the heat finishes me.
Here.
Here.
We'll enter the Comric by the Handmaiden's living quarters. It was always a hive of activity.
Sounds like we'll have a hard time staying out of sight.
We won't have to. There's someone there I should very much like to see.
Ooh. Did I scrap the Cyberpunk video? No, it's not officially scrapped or anything, but you know, we'll see what happens. They moved Baldur's Gate 3 release date. Oh no. Darn. Did they move it up? Because if so, oh no, darn. Will you consider one stream of Baldur's Gate 3 on launch? Nah, I'd rather not, but if you all want me to, sure. I'll stream anything, pretty much. Like how we stream Steins Gate. Thank you, Speedy Emperor, for the resub. 5 minutes, nice. Thank you very much. Jill, you're back. Stealth.
Lady Marley, it's me, Python Mother. Jill, it can't be.
That's convenient.
It is, my lady. We cannot talk here. Come with me.
Okay, and then they pull a knife out and put it to her throat and say, Jill, you have to work for us now or we kill her. And Jill's like, oh shit, not again. Okay.
I'm so glad you're safe.
And I you.
Why ever would you risk coming back? Are you a fool, girl? Or have you grown tired of your freedom already?
Forgive me, my lady, but I had to come back. There are things I left undone. Tell me, where is the Patriarch?
At this hour, he'll be in the Comric, giving thanks.
You mean... Oh, fiend!
Ugh.
We have to get to the sanctuary. Now.
What was Clive doing?
Lady Marley, you must flee this place, gather your things, and go.
Now listen here, Jill.
We have company.
Oh. Alright, sorry, music's over. That'll show him.
This way. Follow this passage. It leads straight to the Comric. Go on, stop dawdling.
Thank you. You were always so kind to me. My light in the darkness. Take care, my lady, please. You deserve better than this. A long and happy life, promise me.
What is Saya doing in there? Get the fuck back here, Jill.
Live. If you promise to do the same.
What, now she's just gonna unbar the door and be like, yo, hey, what's up?
Come on, Clive. We're nearly at the Comric.
All right.
The oratory. 2 hours break time. You know what? For no reason at all, I feel compelled to take our break right on time today. For no reason at all. Alright. Enjoy your break. Be right back.
Ugh.
Jill lines before 3 hours. Huh. You know what? Maybe we should we should play another game for a bit. Take a break. Maybe I should show you that Sudoku. Okay, I'm having an square of white chocolate, chat. Don't tell anybody. How can you only have a singular square? Joe power. It's like willpower, except my name's Joe, and it's more powerful.
Here's our welcoming party.
I've had enough of their hospitality.
Need help settling an argument with some friends. Do you prefer your sandwiches dry or wet? What the fuck are you talking about? What? Are you like arguing about what I like, or are you arguing about what's better and you want me to you know, chip in? What the fuck is a wet sandwich? I know about hot sandwiches that have like turkey or chicken and then they have gravy like poured on top and you eat them with a knife and fork. That's the only wet sandwich I know. With or without condiments? How is that like wet and dry? I would like, okay, I don't understand the question, and normally I would refuse to respond to it, but like, okay, I prefer my bread to be dry. I think that's a take that we can all agree on. I would prefer to have dry bread. You know, but like the contents of the sandwich, like I'll have some mustard, I'll have some mayo, depending on what it is. I don't really think I've ever had a sandwich with ketchup in it, but you know, there probably is a configuration where it would work. Some butter, depending on what it is. If it's like a bacon sandwich, a little bit of grease would technically be wet, and it's in there. Like, yeah, getting like a beef dip and dipping it in the oju can sometimes be tasty. Define a sandwich? Not until you define a slur. Your move. Oh yeah, people aren't here for every stream. How unhinged do I sound right now? We once had to ban someone from Discord because they were using a slur, and like they had every chance to like just back down from using it. Like, we weren't banning them outright, right? It was like, you know, look, calm down. And then the last thing they said before they were banned by me was define a slur. So that's where it's coming from. Why isn't there a Joe memes reference database or something? I think there is. Alright, willpower. Joe power is failing. I need another square of chocolate. They come in rows of 3, so it would be rude not to finish off the row, right? If you're, if you know your UK chocolate, I'm having a Milky Bar. Weak. I've been really good lately. Don't weak me. I've been running a hard caloric deficit, and I've been exercising a lot. I haven't had soda in like almost 2 weeks. Is it okay for you to work out with sleep problems? Surprisingly, it doesn't help at all. A lot of people say this and it doesn't help. Now, maybe if I ran like a marathon, it would help. But at like a reasonable level of exercise that helps a lot of people, the sleep doesn't help me at all. But it doesn't hurt either. There's no problem with it. Where do you get your UK chocolates? Do you have to ship them, or do you have a shop that sells? Lily found a shop that she can order them from. And when we lived in Toronto, there was a store that would import them, and you could actually go and physically buy them. They also made like pies and pastries and stuff, and it was really, really good. I think they went out of business now. I'm not sure if they're still there. If you're in Toronto, I can't remember what the place was called. We would just go into there. It was in Eglinton Square Mall. There was a place right next to the food court in there that sold a bunch of British stuff, and also like pastries and pies, and they were really good. But now we order them online from a place called Blighty's, which is kind of a weird name. Blighty's is where Lily orders it for me, and she gets me some for Christmas and my birthday, and this year Father's Day, and that's usually when I get some UK chocolate, and that's it.
Clive, there's something I need you to know.
Uh-oh.
I saw the Patriarch do things no one should have to see, and so I swore that he would die by my hand.
I understand. I faced my demons, then you must face yours.
I heard a guy in the store ask for chips before correcting himself for crisps. Was that you? No, I say chips. I'm from the UK, but everyone just thinks I'm Canadian or American or whatever. I think I'd look a little British, though. I think crisps are a better word for it, but I think fries are a better word than chips. Chops. Why are you British? Because that's where I was conceived and birthed out. Why are you not? Probably the 100th time this has been asked, but will you stream the Final Fantasy VII Remake at some point? I mean, eventually I think we'll get to it, but I have no current plans for it, no. What the fuck? What? Drink Pilk? No, and I'm tired of being asked to do so. The Inner Sanctum, Drake's Breath.
We're nearly there. Just one last push.
I got
Alright, so this tornado is possibly the worst design move in the whole entire game. So let's go through it. First of all, it does a lot of stagger damage, alright? However, it makes you can't see shit. On big enemies, it does a lot of stagger damage, but it doesn't do enough to knock them down. And the whole time that the tornado is going, you can't see anything that's going on, but they can see you and they're still active. So you think, okay, well, maybe it's not for big enemies then. Maybe it's for small enemies. Well, the problem there is that the small enemies get caught up in the tornado and they're just fucking like whoopsie-doopsie all over the fucking place and it's hard to hit them. But also, they don't take stagger damage in the same way that another enemy does. So you don't even get the staggered advantage on them in the same way that you want to hit their stagger bar down for a big like combo. Like, this is just... like, it's not good on either type of fucking enemy. God, it sucks. He was secretly British, sub. Oh, I consider myself to be Canadian more than anything, if that helps. Wait till you hear that my real name isn't Joe. Chat racism? Yeah, but it's against the British, so it's fine. New people are shocked to learn the deception, but they're new, so they don't get to be shocked. They've only known about Joe for like a stream. Turns out it's not Joe power. Do. Do your kids get to apply for double citizenship? Not sure how that works. I don't think so. I didn't look into it. Maybe I should. I don't think so. I have a dual citizenship. The kids have Canadian citizenships, obviously. I have a UK one. I don't know how far-reaching the one is I have for Britain, though. I think it's just Great Britain. So I think that's what I have, and I have a Canadian one. Will of the Wicks. I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe there should have been an accessory line for to match one of these over here. So here, fire accessories, like green accessories, Rama accessories. This seems kind of limiting. Just the 3 of them. Do we want to put it on? I don't think so. Increases Will of the Wicks duration by 5 seconds. What's that one? Oh, we don't even have it. You know what? We haven't checked our abilities in a while. Do we want to upgrade something? I kind of want to take away Aerial Blast. What does it do when it's upgraded? Allows assignment to any icon. What? Oh. Is this good? Summon from the heavens a mighty Levin bolt that deals massive damage to a single target. Oh, that seems really good. I like single target damage. I think we're going to save up for that one. We also want limit break upgrade though too, right? I'm really tempted to refund this. It just sucks so bad. But I'll feel like such a shitter doing that. And the league is gonna take inches away. It's at least a -1 inch for that. Imagine not knowing about the league. What the fuck are these streams now? The league is not real. It's real to me. I think I'm going to save up for this one. Judgment Bolt. What would you say is the biggest difference? Biggest general difference between living in Canada and the UK? The weather, for sure. In general, I feel like the people in Britain are. I feel like people in Britain, and I haven't been in Britain in a long time. I feel like people in Britain are a bit more cynical, but if you get to know them, they're nicer and a lot more warm. But like, if you're a stranger, then they're a bit more standoffish with you and a bit more cynical overall. Whereas I feel like people in Canada are a lot more, are significantly warmer to strangers, aren't as cynical, but it's harder to get close to somebody, and they're a bit more standoffish with you when you're closer to some extent. I don't know if that's like rings true to people who have lived in both places, but I would say that's probably my experience. Yeah. Both people of both countries like to drink a lot. That's something they have in common. Although I would say like pub life is a lot more widespread in the UK than like bars are here, although there are some. I think people prefer to gather at home and drink and have gatherings, like it's like someone is hosting, whereas in the UK that does happen, especially for like special events and like Christmas and stuff, but there's also like a more of a tendency to like go out and all meet up somewhere. And that does happen in Canada too, but not as much. I feel like people do that over here for food more than for like drinking and just social gatherings just for the sake of it. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm pretty isolated. We don't go out much, so eh. Is the river that passes through Moncton that depressing clay pool all year round, or does it look nice at any time of the year? I don't see it. I don't live near the river. I have to walk quite a long time before I see the river. It is kind of depressing though, isn't it? The few times I've seen it, it has looked like sludge. It looked cool in the winter. There was a lot of ice flowing through it. It looked neat. Uh-oh. Ignore the rustling, it's irrelevant. That was not loud enough.
Shiva's dominant. Come to beg forgiveness for your failure.
For years, I followed your orders. Fought your wars. All to protect the children you took. Just as you took me. And what did you do in return? You put them in chains and you slit their throats!
Fiend.
Yeah! I was expelled because of you.
Sullied with a stain of ether. I merely cleansed them of their corruption. A penance paid, just as the Holy Mother wills it! Repent, abomination! For a monster like you to set foot in the Holy Cymric is in itself a crime deserving of death.
Are we Welsh?
I am a monster, and my soul is stained black. Though not by ether, but by the evil of men like you, who made me close my heart and drown in darkness when I should have raged against it. This is my penance. I will be your monster no more. Nor will I suffer you to create another.
Okay, Kratos.
Does the beast bare its teeth at its master? Come then, dominant. Rage, be as you have ever been. A monster!
And what are you, Imran? I was forced to kill. You do it by choice. But never again. I bowed to you. once. Now it is you who shall bow to me!
Kill them.
I don't understand this dynamic at all. I don't get it. Yeah, whatever.
Right.
What do you mean? Okay, so I don't understand. Like, if they had her enslaved because if they didn't do what they told her to do, they were gonna kill all the children. I mean, like, I unless all the children are actually dead, like, I feel like they could just do that again when she comes back. All they have to do is hold a hostage, and then they're just like, what was the game that we played? And it was like, oh, it was fucking Virtue's Last Reward. It's like Virtue's Last Reward all over again. Oh my god, you have to do whatever they say. Oh shit, a gun to someone's head. Like, I feel like what does she expect to happen? They could just do it again. Why aren't they just doing that again? And then secondly, like, if they're not gonna do that, like, she's like an ultra powerful fucking, like, basically living goddess. Like, they think they're gonna take her down, like, with just a bunch of dudes with swords. Like what the fuck is this? Like, nothing about this makes sense to me at all. Like what? Like. They know her power. They used it before. Yeah, I don't get it. It just seems kind of dumb. Oh, Joshua's here. Joshua's always here. Maybe he's just following behind us. Oh, he's off camera every scene. What? Well, they got lucky. Shiver.
Come on. Remember how it felt.
Fight fire with fire. Why isn't Clive doing anything? Well, when Jill's speaking, Clive can't do anything, and when Clive's speaking, Jill can't do anything. They can't both be doing something at the same time.
Why? Why can't I do it?
Because this is a Jill scene. We just went over it. That was a cool shot.
Just once.
She won't be able to hold that lava back forever. We better make this quick.
Oh, we just used double trigger. Oh, shh.
Help me, boy.
Oh, that didn't look good.
Damn it.
Oh, diamond dust! Get ready to pog! Pog!
Go.
What is this Knight Rider ass OST? It is kind of Night Drive or whatever. Night Call. This is definitely gonna explode into a bigger fight after this. This is the appetizer. Oh, Fire Aga! I love not being able to see. I hate that the game forces me to use this ability too. Wait, you can turn into a dragon? That did not heal much at all, did it? '11th hour. What does that do? Okay. Lameo, I'm dead. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. Alright, thank you, game. Very cool. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, what the... Just fucking panic dodging. I can't see shit. Dead. Alright, kind of deserved. Too much panic dodging. Alright. Tornado has to go? I agree. Totally planned. Totally planned. Whoa, tornado time.
slow. To me, boy.
Yay! Shiva's lines count as Jill's lines. So saith Mr. Streamer.
Jill!
I'm going to finish this, Clive. Here. Use this.
All right, what are we doing? Why does everyone get a plot cough apart from Clive? Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? Jill's younger than Clive, too. I guess she's been using her powers more than Clive, though. Ooh, nice colors.
Are you watching, Sid?
For Sid.
You're one step closer to freedom.
Are we, though? We're just, like, going on faith. What if Sid's wrong? What if Sid's, like, up in heaven right now going, oh, God, Clive, I was wrong. No, don't do it. No, I made a mistake. Like,
What did you do to it?
Oh, you're still alive. Okay.
Oh. We destroyed it.
What? But... Monster! Monster! Do you have any idea what you have done?
I do, Father. I have killed the monster and become an outlaw.
He's your dad?
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
It's over.
Wait, is he really? Or is it? It's a title, right? It's not actually. Patriarch of the Crystalline. Yeah, Patriarch of the Crystalline Orthodox, who conducts the sinister ceremonies in the Comrake, the holy sanctuary built around the heart of Drake's breath. A zealous believer in the Orthodox teachings that bearers and dominants are unclean creatures born of sin. Yeah, okay. I absolutely was the right read on it. Just want to make sure.
It is.
And Shiva exacted her price.
She did.
Again, the burden fell to you.
And I bore it willingly. This was a sin for which I had to atone. Now I can continue at your side with my head held high.
Uh-oh. Is Ultima gonna get handsy again? Torgal's gonna awaken? Fenrir? Wait, was Torgal saying let's leave? I'm sorry, did the dog just talk and we're like, yeah, he's right? I thought the dog was sensing something.
Clive, look.
It's just like the one at Phoenix Gate.
Boom, boom,
leave.
boom, boom.
Agreed.
has a totally good reason for not talking to Clive. Really important. We're gonna learn it later, and we're gonna be like, damn, it all makes sense. This was a good reason not to communicate. You made the right call.
I kept my promise, and now you keep yours.
Man, this game is fucking gorgeous sometimes, huh? Holy fuck. Legacy. Oh, damn, another banger shot. Holy fuck. Oh, wait, it wasn't Joshua? How many Joshuas are there? Or maybe that was the Ifrit cloak.
This way, Your Grace.
Or is this 5 years later again? Oh, it's the Cockles girl.
You're bleeding. I have a tonic which will...
I thank you for your kindness, truly. But I assure you, I will survive. Please, save your medicines for those who need them most.
Oh, well, if you're sure...
I'm so sorry, but I was watching the Annapurna showcase. Can you recap the last 30 minutes? We blew up the crystal, and Jill killed the man who made her do all the stuff when she was enslaved. And also, Cloaked Joshua was there when we did it, but now we're with Cloaked Joshua somewhere else, and it seems like it's the exact same time, so I guess it wasn't Cloaked Joshua, so I don't know who it was.
My brother's presence.
That's it.
You did.
I fear he is in Ultima's thoughts again.
Uh-oh.
But why now, after 5 years of silence?
Oh shit, he's a blade.
I cannot keep him sealed away much longer.
Your Grace.
No, do not dirty your hands. Look at them all. Like a river flowing to the sea.
A moth to a flame, perhaps. The crystalline dominion, their light in the darkness. More and more lose their homes to the blight and set out in search of sanctuary, while others lose their fortunes to the Dalmekian levies and leave to find new livelihoods.
Good thing we just blew up another mother crystal. That'll slow it down.
What is it that you seek in the Dominion, Your Grace?
Oh, Dion Lesage.
You mean the Crown Prince of Sanbrec?
He has many titles. Dion the Bold, Prince of Dragoons, Odin's Nemesis, or simply...
Okay, I hate conversations like this. They've been traveling together like non-stop for years, and this is only coming up now when we're here to see it. Like, I get it, but at the same time, fuck off. Come on, like...
Bahamut. I met him once.
This is not a Final
when we
Fantasy
were
16
children.
problem. This is just a media problem. It happens a lot.
He was a chivalrous soul even then, and has served his empire indefatigably ever since.
And you are confident that he will listen to what you have to say?
Not at all, but it's the best chance we have.
Our world lurches ever closer to the abyss, and a hidden hand ushers us onward. Ultima's influence extends to every nation, Sanbrec included. If His Highness is the man I believe him to be, and I pray that he is, this truth will not have escaped his notice. As the mother crystals fall, the eternal flame wavers, and the azure sky begins to bruise. How lucky we were to be blessed by the crystals. And yet how spoiled. Like canaries in a gilded cage, growing fat on seed. But now, the bars are closing in, and we must take flight. Painful though it be to leave our home behind, it is what we must do to be free. Which is it that men cannot live without? A blessing that leads to damnation, or a freedom that leads to deprivation? I do not yet know the answer to that question. Do you, Clive?
No, he never asked.
Let us find a place to rest a while. We can return by the Dalmekian trail once you have recovered your strength. I realize your duty is pressing, but if your health should fail...
I know. Thank you, Yote.
Oh, so it's Hoshiwa and Hote? Oh, okay. Okay. This random woman has more lines than Jill in the last hour. Excuse me, she has a name, and it's Hote. Don't bring Hill into this, all right? Hote's way better. Meanwhile, oh, it's Dice playing music again.
The army's attempt to breach the Empire's defenses and gain the Isles of Ark has failed
it's a Game
yet
of Thrones
again.
scene. Here we go.
Your fleet has proved as impotent as a eunuch on laying night. Would you rather we simply fell back to the capital?
Enough, both of you.
Eunuch. Someone heard that word being said in Game of Thrones when they watched it. How again? Sorry to bring up The Witcher because I bring it up so often. How did the dice game in Witcher 2 end up looking worse than the one in Witcher 1? What the fuck? How is that even possible? God damn! Holy shit! Sorry, the dice music in Witcher 1 sounds like the music that's just playing right now. How much plot did I miss since the stream yesterday? Torn between following the stream now or watching the VOD once you were done. We met our uncle. We went on a boat. We went to the Iron Blood realm. We landed right next to the island. It wasn't even guarded or anything. Although Jill kind of masked our voyage with fog. Then we went down, infiltrated it, and then we killed their leader and blew up the crystal. And that's all that's happened.
We here agree that the Empire cannot be allowed to maintain its illegitimate claim on the Dominion. However, our casualties mount with each passing day.
Oh, Hugo's here. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
There is a literal sea twixt you and your prize. The armies of Sambrek need but sit back and watch as you harmlessly lap against their walls. They are dug in like ticks and seek to draw out this siege, knowing the capital's stores are nigh bottomless. And what of our wise rulers? Goaded into war without any thought as to what chaos it might reap.
Chaos.
Republican soldiers starve while waiting for orders from Randalar.
If you would but take the field, their bellies would be full by nightfall.
If I take the field, so too will Bahamut, and our duel will shake the island to its foundations. Instead of liberating the Dominion, you would doom it to destruction. Unless that is what you desire.
Stop doing that with your hands, it's annoying.
If our learned advisor has a solution to propose, we should be glad to consider it.
What's Odin doing?
Is that the
Wait, are you with Hugo? Oh, no.
What is the meaning of this, Lord Kupka?
Wrong country.
What it means is that I am disinclined to advise you any longer.
He found a new Benedicta. Damn, mommy's looking good.
Ah, the looks on their faces when you walked through those doors. A perfect picture of stupefaction. They could not believe their eyes. Though I confess, I had my own doubts whether or not you would accept my
stupefaction.
All right, yeah.
Cuirass.
Okay.
Such shocking news. Sid isn't a son of a whore. He's the son of an empress. Your own dear Clive.
Absurd. Who fed you these lies? I have never...
Wow, she is a horrific liar for, like, the manipulation machinations she's, like, weaving. Holy shit! You're bad! How are you still alive? What?
Spent a moment among criminals, save at the gallows. I came here with my son, not to entertain your baseless accusations, but to put an end to the senseless hostilities between our nations.
Very well. You need only agree to the terms I set out. Sid took the life of someone dear to me, a woman by the name of Benedicta. I swore to take his in turn. This would not be disagreeable to you, I take it. You would finally be rid of the stain on your noble name.
All right, he's growing on me a bit. He just, like, there's no way I believe what you just said, and I'm not even gonna make a big deal out of it either. Although he is wearing 2 belts, so, like, he gets dropped down a peg a little bit.
In return, I will leave Sanbreque in your capable hands. Your Imperial Majesty.
What in the heavy rain is this?
And all for the love of a common whore. Dominant or no, one cannot hide one's breeding. And beasts will ever belong with beasts.
Alright. So, that's Joffrey?
There are greater things in store for you, my darling Olivier. Soon enough, you shall be the crown prince of Sanbreque.
Joffifer?
And when your father goes to meet Great Griga, you shall be emperor of all you survey. The old order shall come tumbling down, and you will rebuild the world in your glorious image. Soon.
Ooh. From the writers who watched Game of Thrones.
She's been in there for hours. Something must be wrong.
Alright, where's Jill? Where's Jill? Jill, where are you? Jill. What's this? What's this here? Reading table. I don't need that. I jump at that. Where's Jill? Jill is always expensive. Are we past time? We're past time. Oh, this one has a plus. Remember the jingle. If it has a plus, do it you must. Here we go. Oh, sorry. Yours doesn't have a plus. Oh, are you the dude?
Won't be long now, Martel. Don't try your apples.
Yeah, whatever. Wait, did you name the tree? Okay, now I'm interested. This is gonna be a trash fire. Did you name your tree?
Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off.
Oh.
I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Thank you. I've always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called.
Wait, hold on. How did we get back?
You hear that, Martel?
Whoa, hold on. How did we just went on the boat and left? I guess that's what. Okay.
Finally the day.
Did we open the map and fast travel? This seems over-designed. How the fuck does this work? Whatever. Maybe there's a crystal up there. Greetings.
Sid, I know that when we came to the hideaway, we chose to let go of our past in order that we might focus on our future.
We did.
Nonetheless, I was wondering if... Well, I know you are from Rosaria, and I'm in need of someone with intimate knowledge of those lands. Apparently, the duchy is home to all manner of curative herbs found nowhere else in the realm. Among them is a flower called a morganbeard that increases the potency of lesser medicines.
I can't say that I've had much practice healing. My youth was spent in the Bailey.
It's true.
Shame.
It's a no-heal run.
See, the hideaway relies heavily upon medicines procured from afar.
What do you eat with your granola? I don't.
Well, it's our sick who suffer.
Not a fan of
If we could
granola.
find this flower and learn to grow it here, we might save many lives. However, as you are well aware, imperial occupation has rendered the roads unsafe for those like me, untrained in the military arts. Now, I'm not asking the busiest man in the hideaway to drop everything and make the journey for me, but if you happen to be in the duchy on other business...
As Skillup said, if you walk into a room of 10 people, 9.5 of those people will like Final Fantasy 16. There's nothing wrong with that. That's why it's a 9.5 out of 10. That's true. Yep.
Tell me of these morganbeards, then.
But of course, if my old tomes are to be believed, the flowers are bright yellow and as large as goblins' eyes.
Is this game good? It's okay.
And they grow in the marshes of Sorrowise. If I am to propagate them here in the backyard, I will require several samples, preferably of blooms which have already gone to seed. And before I forget, I do seem to recall learning in the course of my research that their odor has the tendency to attract unsavory creatures.
Rap God for a second there.
You cannot handle, though, I'm sure.
Joe's chat hates everything. That's true. Especially me. Another one. Why does this one have a thing of a... Oh, it's apple delivery now. Time for apple delivery. Try this apple.
You two look like you could use something
Oh
to
my
eat.
god.
Here. Courtesy of Martel.
Why do we have the menu for it? I don't understand.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Great vegetables.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked?
Oh man, and Dallin moments.
A gift from...
This quest doesn't happen if you don't do the soil quest. Oh my god, why are we getting punished for doing a quest?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the...
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while.
Who?
Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time.
That's healthy.
Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit?
Innit.
So, what you say?
Well, you have a plus above your head, so this is probably worth it. Yeah.
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
Thoughts on the game
But
so
if he doesn't
far?
want to talk, we let him be. We'll open up when he's ready.
6.1 out of 10.
Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge.
Alright.
Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Oh my god, please stop side quests. Listen, Gravity 2 Rush fan, you don't get to say shit, alright? These ones have pluses above their heads. We're doing them because last time we did a +1, we got a fucking rideable bird that has saved untold minutes as we ride between quests, alright? We're doing it. Alright, how many, like, shit do I need for the next one?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Alright, we need 295. Dire Wolf Jess. What? Cleric's Medallion +1. A Rose... What? Okay, is this worth it? Dire Wolf Jess. That might be good.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Sekaret. Alright, so 20... Oh man, we need so many. Holy shit. Where are these? Mountainous regions of Rosaria. Martha's Rest. Martha's Rest. Alright, lot in Martha's Rest. This game has faults, but it's really not that bad. Whose side are you on, Annie? Whose side are you on? You're like fucking Annabelle switching sides all over the place throughout these streams. It's not that bad, though. You're right. Greetings. Oh, we show up at the same time.
1st August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business.
I respect that Annie tries to steal all positive image in each game. I try to too, I'm just not as good at it.
What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit?
Innit?
What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you'd bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on boots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that.
What?
Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. A masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit.
Cuirass.
I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. Now, every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
Yep.
All right. We're going.
Wait, what? Okay. Oh, he's reminded right
I
now.
always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
Alright, I delivered your apples.
The Cursebreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years.
No, not really.
I suppose she was very kind. Even to a child. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful?
Zach, your fruit. It's a hoot. Oh, that was a lot of XP for apple delivery. Holy crap. What? Oh. Zach, whenever I see an apple, I'm reminded of the sequel to Babe, Pig in the City. It was based in New York. Did you know that, Zach? Another name for New York is the Big Apple. I actually think the sequel's better, although it's a bit underrated. People don't like it as much, but I think they just haven't given it a chance. Everyone just seems to think that sequels are just inherently worse than the original. I don't agree with that at all. What do you think, Zach? Who are you? Are you a quest, or what's this? Oh, your chair. Okay.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their eyes.
Oh, it's probably just a drop he found then. Okay. It's an MMO. Every monster you kill has a chance of dropping an epic.
Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The Cursebreakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec.
I just checked the hunt board. It wasn't there.
Care Northern. That was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leather worker.
This is a what?
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that,
it's a long
I'll
shot.
Ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
All right. Okay. I don't know what to do. Like, what's the other quest we have to do? Search Northern Rosaria for Morgan beards. All right. Open world map. All right, and it was over here in Care whatever for. Okay, we're traveling all the way here. Wouldn't this take like days? Someone needs to get off social media for a week. Oh, what the fuck is chat talking about right now? Oh, sorry, never mind. Stop the presses. Thank you, Mathiv Penith, for the resub. Thank you so much. Good to see you, Mathiv. Hope you're well.
Come on.
Alright, where's this griffin I keep hearing so much about? Wait, I have to look for it? No. Use hunt board to... Oh, for fuck's... Did I use it to hunt down a griffin, Kubo? Then I have a bullet for you, Kubo. An especially horrible one that locals call Dozmare. Oh, I get to decide when this goes... Okay, shit. Dawsmare. Oh, this is a new enemy, isn't it? It's probably going to just be a reskinned wyvern. While passing on the trail from Lostwing to Cair Norvent, one of our order was met with a sudden blast of wind so strong that it bent back the trunks of the old oaks, and heard a cry so terrible that he ran for his life. Questioning the locals revealed that this area was the nesting place of the elder griffin, known as Dawsmare, a beast much hated for its appetite both for chocobos and for children. Alright, Lostwing to Cair Norvent. Alright. Lostwing to Cair Norvent. Alright, we're back. Oh, no Jill? Alright. Alright, is it gonna be on the map this time? It's not. Lostwing to Cair... So it's here? I just googled locations. Alright, Redditor. Why didn't you just use the pinned guide on the subreddit? How's the Rama moveset? What do you mean? They're just special attacks. They're like runic attacks from Ragnarok. Like the circle's kind of but like the other ones are just like you just kind of fire and forget. Like they just do damage. The animations are kind of flashy, I guess. Raptor.
Time to fight.
What? Did you get her ice power? Not yet. No. Jurassic Park. One of my favorite, somewhat old memes on the internet now is that scene where he's like, "Welcome to Jurassic Park," and then someone plays the Jurassic Park theme on like a shitty flute. I love that one so much. Alright, is it here? It's gotta be the path between the two, right? This is it? No? But it's between Lostwing and Cair Norvent. Is this not it? Does this open? Titanic theme on a recorder is fantastic. A good sign to find out if your parents loved you or not is if when you were a kid and you asked them for a musical instrument, if the one they got you was a recorder. If they did, then they didn't love you. Guess what my parents got me? My parents got me a violin. Ooh, that's nice. Griffin's Head Braid. Violin is tricky to play, is it not? Griffin's Head. Burning Blade damaged by 7%. What's Burning Blade again? Oh, Burning Blade. Alright, that one. Okay. Wow, 7 whole %. Damn. Okay, so I guess it's not this way. So do I just like ride around and find it? I mean, this technically seems like it goes there. Maybe it's down here. Man, this is like a fucking like if I guess wrong, it's a lot of waste of time. Yeah, so we got Garuda's power from Benedicta without killing her, and she still had the power. It's just that she couldn't use it for a bit. So I think that we can probably take Jill's power and she won't die. Maybe she'll just be retired, so we won't really notice any difference, to be honest. Oh my god, I thought the screen was fading for a story moment there, and I got really scared. Alright, let's try down here. Man, do you think these clothes are uncomfortable? They sound uncomfortable, don't they?
This is no time to ride.
Probably sweaty with all that leather. Yeah, for real. You ever sat, like, on any furniture that's made of leather without clothes on? Like, the amount of sweat that your body generates having contact with the leather, it's fucking insane. I'm not talking like stark naked. You can just like not have a shirt on and that's enough. Why am I being showed? Like a leather couch or something, or a leather armchair. BDSM Joe, not about this. What the fuck? Why is everyone so perverted? Wouldn't catch me being like that. Alright, I feel like maybe this is not the right way.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy.
Oh shit! Knight!
Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
Is it your castle? What in the PlayStation 2 is that? Alright.
We'll have to wait. Vogel, look sharp.
How was that not a perfect dodge? Don't understand why everyone was like on my balls to like use more of the moveset and the moves. And I'm starting to use it, and like fucking Tornado sucks. It's making the game a lot worse. This is my favorite music in the game so far. Oh shit! Say fuck? Was it the Griffin? Was it Torgal? Oh shit. Phew. Alright, this was not a bad fight. I like that it wasn't just a reskinned Wyvern. That was pretty good. I was pretty bad at it, but it was pretty good. What is the side quest again? The one that the guy next to the hunt board gives you about the blacksmith being sad.
Nothing there, boy. Could that be our man?
Joe, please don't tell me you're going to use the tornado all the way to the final boss. The Final Fantasy Defense Force is going to be on my case if I don't use all my abilities. I was told to do it, and I'm going to do it. I don't know why they like it so much.
Are you alright?
No, my right arm's broken.
Dare say I'll survive.
Okay.
That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
Nice.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a Cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Joe didn't burst out laughing this time? Character development.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like
you think it's
will be
funny?
getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
It's a book that taught me how to do this.
What is it? Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass.
What?
If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
I don't understand what's going on.
You did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry.
Whoa, 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 no,
I'd say it's
no.
the least I can do.
My griffin?
Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some griefs to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you.
Okay, I don't understand. What was the plan, bro? To shoot it with your crossbow once and then it's dead? Like, I have to do anime fucking battle for 10 minutes? How are you hunting anything? Whatever. Dude, all right, so we need to go to here for this quest. Also, there's some hunts to do here as well. I don't know where they are though. They're just around. Hopefully we run into one. Can I heal somewhere? Is like a healing crystal I can stand next to, like in Genshin Impact? This will just heal me, right? Heal me up. No. All right. Most maps have a really awkward spot with no purpose, so be on the lookout for those, and hunt will be in them 80% of the time. Man, I wish I could stream Hunt Showdown, but there's no way I could do it. Every time I miss a shot, I would just be embarrassed and angry, and I would look at chat, and chat would be like, "Nah aim, nah aim, nah aim." I just like, I don't want to do it to myself. But I do like the game. People would hate how I play it too. I play it super like aggressively and recklessly.
The marshes near the Abbey are certainly damp. Let's see if they're damp enough for Morgan beards.
Yeah, let's see. Goblin Gardener. Okay, well, like, we're the asshole then, aren't we? Hey, Reddit, just saw some goblin doing some gardening in the swamp, but he was around some of the Morgan beards that I needed for my quest, so I went in and I just killed him and his whole entire family.
Size of a goblin's
AITA. Nope, your quest, your rules. Oh shit!
Hey Reddit. So some adventurer just saw his quest and he came into my swamp where I was doing gardening with my bros. So I hit him with my club and he just died in one hit. Didn't mean to do that.
I'm sorry. Alright, that's where we go. We're back here. Oh, the elevator reset for us. That's good. Thank you. This is a lot. Good thing we caught this bird, right? Holy shit, the ride back.
No use calling Ambrosia now.
Why are you looking up like this? What are you doing? Asking for me, would you veto a Danganronpa 3 marble? Yeah, I already watched it. Yeah, I would veto that. I don't want to watch the same thing again. That would be funny, but like, no, I don't want to put myself through that. Although I could just say I watched it again and I just don't.
It reminds me of home.
I thought you would stream watching the anime that wins only if we can. If it's part of like Amazon's watch along or whatever, then I'll stream it. If it's not, then I would possibly be okay with depending on how long it is. I might just like do a black screen and you can do a time sync. But that would be annoying for pauses and stuff, so I don't know if I want to put myself through that. Go to some obscure streaming website where they don't care, like Kick. Here you can stream the Nolan Batman movies on that one. Joe needs to get a Kick deal to move out of Moncton. I would totally take that deal. I would take almost any deal to get out of Moncton. Kick, if you're listening, for like $1 million exclusivity deal, I'm pretty sure I could bring at least 7 of my viewers over with me. At least 7, maybe even 9. But I can promise 7. One of them is my wife.
I've had my fill of goblins.
Want to be, you know, open about that? Just kidding. She doesn't watch my streams. All right, where are we going? Okay, so I can't remember where it said they were. Have we ever been over here? They're both in this area, right? So if we just like run around the edges of the map, eventually we'll find them. So you're getting a lot of value out of the 4 kids then? You can have way more important things to do. Leo lost his first tooth today. He came over to me and said, "Do you think it's ready to be pulled out?" And then I put my fingers in his mouth, a finger and thumb, and just pulled it out and said, "Yep." He was very, very happy. Lost his first tooth. Alright, it's not going to be down here, right? Because this is where we fought the other hunt. And, like, they're not going to be more than one hunt in one area. So we got the pliers. I told him that if he wanted to, I could tie a string around the tooth, tie the other string around Gatsby's collar. For some reason, he didn't go for it.
No need to ride from here.
Hunts do not show up until they appear on the board. Yeah, there's 2 hunts on the board right now. We're looking for them. I don't know where they are, though. Maybe they're in this area? Hawk's Cry... Oh, I remember Hawk's Cry Cliff being mentioned in one of them. How do you tie a string around a tooth? Very carefully. I want to ask for help for where they are, but someone in chat earlier said that they respect the fact that I'm not asking for help, and now I feel like a shitter asking for help. So we're just going to ride around until we find it. Alright, it's not going to be... Is it going to be up there? There's no... it could be there. You know what? Let's go down, and then we'll go back around, and we'll see. I aspire to be as devilish as that child. Oh, okay, Marek. What happens if I get the bomb next to the fucking angel and then it explodes at the same time? What's gonna happen then? What if we get the bomb to ascend into heaven and we're gonna go off into heaven? Okay, yeah, Marek. Yeah, sure. Oh, is that one? What are you? No?
Come on.
The devil comes to you in angel's clothing. So you're saying that Fido is secretly the devil? Joke's on you. I'm into that. Do you think the game should have introduced hunts earlier for comparison? Final Fantasy 12, which introduced them in the first hour. It did introduce them pretty early, didn't it? I don't know. Like, I feel like being able to do all this shit when I'm riding around the area the first time would have been welcome. I don't really get a lot out of having to go back and ride around again. They're just trying to pad it out, I guess, which is weird because the game's already pretty long. But then again, it cost $100, so I guess they wanted people to feel like they're getting the money's worth. I don't know, man. I want to complain about $100 for a video game, but have you seen the fucking price of food lately? Like, maybe video games are still too cheap. Like, holy shit. Okay, so it's not up here. So maybe it's... What's this? Inaccessible. Really? We go here to a place down here. Alright, so we go through here, and maybe he's down here? I don't think so, though. Never quite got why padding exists. Like, adding padding adds dev time too. No, and dev time adds... also costs money, so then it just feels unnecessary. No, some people like it. Some people like having, I would say most people like it, actually, like having some lighter tasks to do to feel like they can spend more time with the game, and it probably doesn't cost that much dev time. And who knows, maybe there's like a team that was done their shit, and they're like, hey, just do this for now. You're like, okay. Oh, is this it? No? What's that? Oh shit!
Too slow.
Some games reuse assets really well, loads more content without much fill. At the time, even Chalice Dungeons I felt were a great idea. Yeah, some games really do. I think that asset reuse has its place for sure. Some might even say I'm a bit of an asset reuser myself. Alright, what's this? Bull's Horn Braid. Alright, this is not what we were supposed to do at all, was it? Bull's Horn Braid. Increases lunge damage by 5. Oh, that's not bad. Well, I mean, that's not a bad move to increase, but 5% is like, who gives a fuck? Seriously, who's in charge of these bonuses? Best game experiences are always the games that are the best pace and make you feel like your time isn't wasted. IMO. Not to say recycling isn't something I can accept or even like, but there's an art to it. I love Monster Hunter and Elden Ring. Yeah, I don't really feel like Elden Ring wastes your time that much. It does waste your time in some aspects. I don't know if I would say Monster Hunter doesn't waste your time. I feel like Monster Hunter doesn't waste your time on purpose, though, and I think that counts. Monster Hunter World, that's the only one I've played. Monster Hunter World can be a little like, oh, you're back at base, select the thing, go and get some food, go in the loading screen, pick your team if you want to pick a team, go upgrade your shit. Like I know that's downtime that can be important, and then you do the hunting part. I'm just not sure if I would say it doesn't waste your time ever, but it's not on purpose. Like I think this game wastes your time on purpose, and Mario Odyssey wastes your time on purpose. Oh. It's this thing again. All right, where is it, chat? Where am I going? Is it up here? Oh, look, we've explored this area and this area, So it's gotta be over here, right? It's gotta be over here. There are 2 in this area, apparently. We already did the one here, right? So do we go down here and do this? And then this area here? All right, let's go here and we'll go and explore this area again and we'll find it, I think. It's under the table? Alright, hey Joe, Jack proposed Marbun as Martian Bunny Girl's nickname. Would you be okay with her being called Marbun from now on? Okay, first of all, I'm fine with that. Second of all, like, you know there's no game, right? Like, it was a bit. Like, there's never gonna be a Mars Needs Senpais. Never gonna happen. There would need to be like a big Kickstarter for Mars Needs Senpais to happen. And let me, famously behind on a video project that is extended far beyond all reason and universal knowledge. Hey, give me money to make a game now, please. Like no. It's not gonna happen. Loser, I'm a loser for not making a porn VN? What? Yeah, that is kind of loser behavior, that's true. Oh, this looks promising. Another Malboro? Is it here and I have to kill some monsters first, or no? I'll make it myself on Rempe if I have to. Can you please make sure that skip unseen text is turned on by default and just not waste everyone's time? I need my Moth Girl joke. What's the Moth Girl gonna be called? If the bunny is Marbun. Okay, first of all, why the fuck am I saying it's okay when I didn't even fucking make the bunny? Ask Merrick. Oh, is that where the Mar comes from? It's like adopted from Merrick? Marbun, Merrick. Really? It's Merrick's decision, not mine. Oh, no, that's just a Reddit ogre. Never mind. You're the idea money guy. You quit! Can you imagine how confused some people in chat must be right now? Oh man! All right, where are we going? Tell you what. Here. I'll exploit my audience. You make sure that the game we're making right now sells well, and if it does, I will make Mars Needs Senpais. Okay? Might be under a different studio name, but yeah, I will make Mars Needs Senpais. I will negotiate Merrick back on the team. Joe, have you forgot the fucking Witcher? What do you mean? I will make take it back. What do you mean? What are you talking about? What's the Witcher got to do with this? Where is Wit? Where is Wit? After the one video, who must not be named, are you are you planning on focus on the game for a while, parallel to streaming, or take a break from videos? Take a break from videos. Take a break from video.
No holding back.
I have no plans right now. My life is chaos. Barely holding on, for real. If you can't tell that I'm barely holding on, then I'm doing better than I thought. Barely holding on. Chaos. Yep. Okay, I don't know where to go, chat. I'm sorry this is tedious. I thought I could find them. I should have just gone back by now and read the fucking boards. Oh, fuck. Maybe it's down here. Which one is he looking for? There are 2 that we just unlocked. They're both B rank. I don't know what they're called. Okay, we have to go under. All right, it's not looking good. All right, it's not here. Did we check over there? All right, is the bet over? All right, good. Okay, let's go back now. Hey, Jill, how's it going?
I've done what I can, but the rest is up to you. You need to start taking better care of yourself.
Whoa.
Understood. And thank you.
The curse has spread. Make sure she rests.
If it hurts, you can tell me, you know. I'll understand.
I can bear it.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't have to. Not anymore.
This isn't just your struggle, Clive. It's ours.
Together.
And when we see how hard you fight, It inspires us to do the same.
I just rode around the swamp for an hour doing nothing, Jill.
Oh.
I'm a failure.
Would you rather we left you to save the world all on your own?
No. That's not... Ignore me.
5 years, by the way. Really? It's like nothing happened for 5 years. Gav, no.
Clive, where are you?
In here.
What's wrong?
Those area's under attack.
By who?
What?
This isn't the Dalmekian army we're talking about. It's the men of the Rock from Drake's Fang. Hugo Kupka's private guard. There he is in hell in Rosalith, trying to batter down the castle gates.
Looking for me.
Seems that way. Reckon old Hugo has finally worked out who Sid really is.
Then this is just another trap.
Ah, it's a trap, all right. The daddy of all fucking traps.
What?
I'm going to Rosalith.
You're not serious. That's exactly what he wants you to do, Clive.
Look, I don't know why Kupka harbors such a grudge against Sid. But as long as it's left to fester, our world will never know peace. He has dragged the rest of Storm into this pointless war just to find me. Besides which,
pointless war. The blight's spreading.
I'm not about to stand and watch while my home gets ground into the dirt.
It's the fucking apocalypse, Clive.
Hugo Kupka must die.
I've lost enough friends to that man already. I don't want to lose any more. So let's go and kill the bastard.
I'm coming too. After all, we're in this together.
Together.
All right.
Join Sid's band as family. Oh, the music.
I should probably speak to Otto before leaving. We need to know what we're getting ourselves into.
And here we go.
Back to Rosalith then. Whatever has become of her. Back to Rosalith then. Whatever has become of her.
How many are we up to? How many are we up to? Is the count accurate? Are we at 27? What was the top one? 51? Can't believe the council is letting this happen. I stood here for 30 seconds giving everyone a chance to realize what was about to happen. You have no one to blame but yourself. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. How's it going, Dragon's Den? Do. It's 51 is the top one, right? 51? 51 plus. All right, you know what? I am a merciful streamer. I will stop. And we will see if she speaks 3 more times. There's a delay? Yeah, that's true. How many are we up to? How many is that? 47? 46? All right. 47? 48. All right, I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna go pee. All right, be right back. What do you mean refunded? No way. What? What? How is that fair? What? You just don't get to refund the bet just because it didn't go your way? What do you mean? Be right back. What do you mean a rogue mod did it? How is there a rogue mod? What do you mean? The 16th mod, watch out for it, lurking in the church. What do you mean rogue mod? Who's the rogue mod? You root out this rogue mod. They're getting no modded. That's what they're gonna be. Holy.
Back to Rosalith then. Whatever has become of her. Back to Rosalith then. Whatever has become of her. Back to Rosalith then. Whatever has become of her. Back to Rosalith then. Whatever has become of her. Back to Rosalith then. Back to Rosalith then.
And with a bit of luck, Clive might even find the geezer. How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him.
Yeah, Clive, how'd it go?
Yes. Along with his regards.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it.
Just looks like normal
but that if you
leather.
were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
Bastard. Yep, there you go.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too.
Oh, Raiders, welcome. What a great time. You can see how exciting the hot new Final Fantasy 16 is. Here we go.
I wonder is...
Although, has RT been streaming it too? Maybe you already know.
And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer.
Only one stream?
Yeah?
Don't blame him. Based?
I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are.
Joe's an expert in leather now? Well, I am a dominant, so yeah.
But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leatherworking community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
The leather, I mean. Put it on me. What are we going to get for this?
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely.
Oh, he's really bad at it.
Don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a Cursebreaker will have no trouble caring for.
Okay.
Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Is it better to have dry leather or wet leather?
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted, I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Dun, dun. Yep. Alright, what do we get? This was a plus, so we get a good reward for this. Drake Slayer's belt design draft. We get the ability to craft a belt. Alright, this was not fucking worth it. Unless, is it great? Hold on, make it for me? Maybe it's really good. Design drafts. You have obtained the design draft for the Drake Slayer's belt. Design drafts unlock new crafting options of the Black Hammer. Visit Blackthorn at in the hideaway for details. Alright, hey, can you make it?
What do you need?
It's gonna need a million things, isn't it? Hey, can you make it, please? Alright, craft. It needs Electrum. Alright. Okay, is it a big upgrade? Oh, it is a big upgrade. Alright, how does Doth 1 acquire Electrum?
Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it.
Is that the Moogle? Alright. Sword craftable? I think we have a better one. Hold on. Maybe I missed it.
So, what'll it be?
Flame Tongue. Yeah, the one we're using is better. The coral sword is better somehow. We've had the sword for a while. Oh, platinum sword's better. Platinum sword +1 is better. I mean, it's significantly better, actually. Yeah, let's make it.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Reinforce it as well? What do you think? 220? Probably worth? Let's reinforce it.
Yeah, that should do you.
Mars needs senpais. Make it so each senpai gives a belt by the end, so the protog is wearing like 12. Can we not talk about Mars needs senpais in front of the raiders? RT himself is here. All right, where were these hunts? Oh, it is him. All right, so we get this from a hunt. View hunt board. Okay, so these are the two we were looking for. We couldn't find them. We were looking for this guy. Okay, so Rosaria, Martha's Rest. Swamps around surrounding Martha's Rest. Okay, where is that? West. Oh, it says west of Rhiannon's Ride, Rosaria. Oh, shit. North of Sorrowwise, Rosaria. Oh, fucking hell. They were right there. God damn it. God damn it. Don't worry. I've watched the Xenoblade 2 streams. This is tame in comparison. Did you really? Joe's Pornfian, Mars needs senpais, coming soon. No, it's not. It's not coming soon. All right, so Sorrowwise was over here. So it was over here. And where was the other one? Oh, fuck, I can't even remember where it was now. I just read it. Where was it? Okay, so there's gotta be one. Oh, Rhiannon, that's it. Rhiannon's Rise. All right, and the other one was like at Sorrowwise? Did we just miss it? Where was it? Did we go left down here? Should we have gone up instead? Where is it? Huh. Let's go do the other one first.
Oh, here.
North of Sorrowwise. All right, so it's right. It's here. Huh? I thought I went up there. Oh shit! What was that? You'd make a metric and imperial ton of money. I don't think I would. I don't think I would. Making games is hard, man. All right, so it's over here. Rihanna, where was it? You know what? Let's just be thorough. Oh, Jill's here for this now. Okay, that's good. Hey, Jill. Didn't notice you were so quiet.
You deserve a rest.
Rhiannon's Rest. Oh, it's here. Okay, cool. It's a secret. All right, here we go. Can't let
that thing run free so close to the end. Time to take the bull by the horns.
What? Alright, just embarrass yourself in front of the Raiders, Joe. Just embarrass yourself in front of the Raiders. You know what? If you can't see, neither can they. Here we go. Dead. That's only like the third time I've died, I swear. Hey, speaking of Mars needs senpais, any idea how you're gonna secure that Volvi guest character? You know, I hadn't thought of it. There has to be a Volvi girl. Okay, this guy's actually weird. What? It's like you have to dodge before he attacks to get a perfect dodge on this guy, whereas the other ones you can dodge like as they attack. Okay, that was better. We got mods doing a Danganronpa trial. Oh, who's the rogue mod?
Well, the locals will sleep easier without him at their gate.
Okay, was this the one that was meant to be north of Sorrow-wise? Can't be, right? Like, this is Sorrow-wise. It has to be, like, up here, right? Joe, have you, by chance, used a shot football recently? Just asking, no reason behind. Oh, you think I'm the rogue mod? You think that I did the bit and then ruined my own bit by canceling the prediction in the middle of it. Okay. That is something that I would do. Like, don't get me wrong. I can see where you're coming from, but at the same time, I'm insulted and offended. I did not do it, no. It was not me. I quote Shaggy on this one. Absolutely was not me.
Thank you for
oh my god. Thank you. Believe it or not, not the problem. Creaming That Hard Wood for gifting out a sub. Thank you, Creaming That Hard Wood, who is somehow not the problem in this one. Thank you, Dalmec, for gifting out a sub to what I hope to God is a Hypnospace Outlaw reference. Granny Cream Pie having fun. Thank you, Dalmec.
With us.
Those of us who are
Thank you, Dalmec. Thank you. Is RT still here? RT, does your community bully you as well? Was it you, Joe? Joe can't read. What do you mean Joe can't read? Joe can't read what? He got uncomfortable and left. Can I? Less with cream pies, but yes. All right. You know what? I thought it would make me feel better, but it doesn't. Your chat doesn't cream pie you? Curious? You're not missing out? Oh, is this it? Wait, did we run past this? Severian.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh man, alright, so is that like if I ever not dodge that, I'm just dead? Holy shit. What level is that? I think I'm within level range, aren't I? Confront Severian? You had low HP to begin with. Yeah, but I wasn't that low. I had like a third to half, didn't I? And the attack still wasn't over when I was dead, so I figured that might be death. You can definitely beat things much higher level than you. Oh yeah, we can. We did one yesterday, I think. We did a hunt that was much higher level than us, yeah. It just helps to be within level range. I think there's a damage boost. Was I 1/5 health? Maybe I was lower than I thought. Okay. Oh shit. What the fuck? Okay, what? I don't understand that move.
Well done.
Where are you going? Where are you going? This was a mistake. This was a mistake. This was a big mistake. Yep. Big mistake. What? Quoi? Yeah, you lose. All right. Okay, I got kind of lucky there, but also him hitting me after Flurry Rush was kind of bullshit. But I did get lucky. Oh, we got Electrum. That's good.
From the ruins it came, and to ruin it returns.
All right, let's go back and craft our new belt. I'm not using potions on purpose. I don't want to use them unless I have to. I haven't used any so far except for like one accidentally during a fight when I didn't realize I didn't have the dog. I do use the dog heal though, but it does like nothing. So like, if I remember to do it.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you.
Has he
back
fought
so
Hugo
soon.
yet? We fight Hugo?
Your
Wow,
benefactors are a
spoilers.
generous lot.
No, we haven't.
You earned this.
What is this rose? A rose is a rose orchestrion roll? Oh, it's for the jukebox. Okay. You should talk to Jill, haha. With a 5 next to your name too. Shameless. Shameless. You just like did you consider at the end, you know what? I'm gonna sprinkle a little haha at the end there to make people think that, you know what, I don't care. I'm super chill, I'm super cool, who cares? Haha.
Back, are ya?
We just got the funniest unban request of all time. It's so bad. Is it from the Rogue mod?
So
Rooted out? Alright, we're buying the Drake Slayer's belt. That's a big upgrade.
Not bad, if I do say so
Can
myself.
we upgrade it too? Drake Slayer's belt. No, it's
Anything
perfect
else?
as it is. Do you think this game needs status moves, elemental weaknesses, or is it fine just focusing on parries, dodging? I'm not really a big fan on status moves. Elemental weakness maybe, but that can make it so you're like limited in your options because one is way stronger than the other. Maybe certain states where they drop in that elemental moves are more powerful. Maybe I'm not sure. But as a general rule, I don't really like status shit. I would have preferred more weapon
It's rare
types.
that we see you so often in the backyard.
All right, this was a plus quest. What do we get for it?
What brings you to the gardens?
I found your flowers.
Yes, wonderful. These are almost identical to the plates in my tome. Did you have any trouble locating them?
Finding them was the easy part, but it's odd. They remind me of my childhood somehow.
Where can I make a damages claim for lost mono coins from the Rogue mod incident? I was likely going to win almost 200,000 in mono coins. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We need an ad on TV. Have you recently lost mono coins to a Rogue mod incident?
I don't remember these flowers.
You could be entitled to
You must have
200,000
grown
mono
them in the castle
coins in
garden.
compensation.
If the petals are meant to improve the effectiveness of medicines,
Contact Alduin and
possibly
Sons
the
today.
Visicers grew them for the tinctures and treatments they made my brother.
If the ducal healers were convinced of their properties, that is all the more reason to begin growing our own supply here. Allow me to use some of the flowers you brought me to make something that might aid you on your travels. I need only a moment to extract the essence from the petals.
Skillip has said that if you go into a room, then 9 out of 10 people in it are going to love Final Fantasy 16, but the other 1 out of 10 has lost monocoins to a rogue mod incident. It's an epidemic, man. 1 out of 10 is a lot. What if the room has 20 people? That's just, there's never 20 people in a room. Come on. It's only 10.
And here we are. A phial of pure Morganbeard extract. A single drop added to any one of your restoratives will increase its potency. At least I hope it will.
Oh, what the fuck? I don't use those! We did a side quest for no reason! Yay. I mean, I guess we still use the potions when we run over them. You obtained a phial of Morganbeard extract, hereby increasing the potency of most consumables. Both potions and high potions now restore more HP, while strength, stone skin, and Lionheart tonics last longer. There are tonics in this? What do you mean? What? What I have tonics? Oh my god. What? Increases defense by Oh, they're right here. Oh, can I put strength tonic on it? On add to shortcuts. Okay, there you go. All right, I might use that. That's just increase more power. 10%. Is that even worth a button press? Do you not remember the medicine girl selling tonics? I was probably just riffing with Chad about some bullshit. Way more important. Way more important. All right, let's go talk to Be Ill Jill. I say that 10% sucks, but like if you're a rep paladin in World of Warcraft and you get your 20% damage boost from your wings being up, you're like, oh my god, I'm popping off the burst. Here we go, pressing on my butt. Like, but 10%, in like a single player game, 10% is like, oh, whatever.
Gov gave you the news then.
We're leaving for Rosalith, but not before I know exactly what's going on. What have we heard?
All sorts. Nobody was expecting the Delmex to open up a new front against the Empire, least of all our friends in the provinces. Reports have been rolling in from all over the place, with no two saying the same thing. I've been passing them on to Vivian, in the hope she can make sense of them. If you're set on going...
Speaking of 10%, I'm at 90% mastery in Evolve right now. I can feel that breakpoint coming. Well, not breakpoint, just like a milestone. 100% mastery, man. I'm excited. I think if I get the CRISPR mastery upgrade, I think it'll standard mastery. I think it'll bump me over to 100. I'm not sure. It's so expensive though.
Ah, if it isn't my favorite pupil. Let's see now. Where did we leave?
Uh-oh.
Well, this is a surprise. My lectures are rarely so well attended.
You know what they say? A little knowledge, can't hurt?
We're going to Rosalith to deal with Kuka. What's the situation there?
Whoa there, Lord Rossfield. I'm sure you're champing at the bit to return to your roost. But to fully understand the present situation, one must first understand how it came to be.
How long did it take you to do your first reset ever? Hours. Like, the first resets takes a while. After that, every reset should be faster, except for a challenge. Sorry, I'm talking over the game.
Or the permanent economic advisor to the Dhalmekian government, to give him his formal title. In a republic founded on commerce, there could hardly be a more influential position. It has granted him both extraordinary wealth and extraordinary power. Not that he ever wanted for the latter. Being Titan's dominant, he is also Dhalmekia's last line of defense. A fact he has used to his considerable advantage. Why, he was even able to pry Drake's Fang, one of the pillars of the Republic, from Parliament's grip. And he was quick to buy the loyalty of the Fang's protectors. Today they are his faithful creatures, a private army in all but name.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm confused. Do they not have a world crystal? And if they do, where is it? Is it underground? Because I don't see it on the map. Is there a world crystal this stump here? Didn't they say it was something like they built something inside it or whatever? It was the red one? That's Drake's Fang? Okay, I'm a little confused. I'd like to see it.
The self-same army that marches upon Rosarian soil as we speak. By which I mean Imperial soil, not that you need reminding of the fact. Suffice it to say, the Empire's attentions are elsewhere at present. deadlocked as it is with Dhalmekia over its occupation of the Crystalline Dominion, where its legions are now gathered. Scarcely a handful of garrisons remain to secure its western provinces, and half of them left after the fall of Drake's Breath. With the threat of the Ironblood thus diminished, they had little cause to fear a maritime invasion. And so today, only a token force guards the former duchy's shores, as Kupka was quick to descry. He landed his troops on the Rosarian coast without encountering so much as a single ship. All for you, Clive. He wants your head. And so he and his men advance upon Rosalith, not to capture the province, but to draw you out.
He said this specifically. That was like a Civilization 4 sound effect there.
You said Kupka's forces sailed up the coast. What of Port Isolde then? Is the city safe?
Quite, according to the Guardians of the Flame. The Dhalmekian fleet floated by without incident. But not without remark. When they learned Kupka's forces were making for Rosalith, our friends were quick to begin arranging the exodus of her citizens. And so the stage will soon be set for your heroic homecoming. Alas, it will be a more trying task to enter the capital than it was to leave it. Hugo's men hold Buett Bridge, despite the Imperials' repeated attempts to wrest it back from their grasp. And they were careful not to repeat the Empire's mistake in neglecting their coastal defenses. The seas around Rosalith are firmly under Dhalmekian control. So tell me, pupil mine, what do you believe to be the best route to Rosalith?
Ocean. On a boat. Oh.
We cross the northern border near Phoenix Gate. Then take the road through Stillwind down to the capital. Hardly the quickest route, but at least we won't be spotted.
We're like...
A little local knowledge goes a long way.
We're 3 people. It doesn't really matter where we go. Okay, whatever.
And so must you.
We'd best get a move on then.
Oh, will you be going too?
Aye. I've been waiting a long time to give that fucker a taste of his own medicine.
Oh, Gav's dead.
I would have missed this for the world.
All right. We should be on our way.
Lead on.
Oh, we're just gonna go there. We're not gonna go to the north and then come back. Okay. All right. Cool. We're going home. I wonder what's gonna happen here. Are we gonna fight Hugo or? Oh damn. Huh. Well, I hope a lot happens in the next 10 minutes. 9 minutes.
Fortify the castle gates at once.
I like Jill's sword.
Hugo and his men have been busy. They've already breached the castle's outer wall. The Imperials are holding the ground for now, but it's only a matter of time before the keep falls. Those fuckers really went to town on this place. Almost like they want to wipe it off the map.
Just a means to an end.
It's like they removed the line there. Jill, say something.
All this to
Yeah.
one man. They didn't have to go so far.
If you keep your wits about you, I reckon you can make it up to the castle without raising the alarm. I'll sniff out any townsfolk who haven't escaped yet and send them on the way.
With your nose.
Likewise. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Love you, Gav. How many lines from Jill was there? 1 or 2? Yep, he's dead. Oh, they have curved swords.
I thought I was ready for this, but...
I know. It's like a nightmare. This was our home. Come on, Clive. We have to keep going.
Granny cream, hot butter, ice cream. You take the hot butter. I don't remember the next thing. Ba 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 ba. You call it heat and sip. And healthy too. Do 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 do. Time to replay it. I can't remember it. Capital punishment.
This isn't an invasion. It's a massacre.
He'll stop at nothing, Clive. Nothing.
Okay, I feel like we should stop because if this is the same length as the other good sections in the game so far, this is going to take 45 minutes at least.
Why do this?
And we're at end time.
Clive, we can get through here.
I unironically listen to Christmas Pain and Christmas Town a good 1-2 times per week. I was listening to that for a while too, or about that frequency. I don't listen to that much anymore, but I do listen to Ready to Shave now and then. Gentleman, ready to shave. And on a high note, Joe. Well, at least tomorrow we're actually going to be doing a good part of the game instead of the boring part of the game. I do have to say that the section we just did between these two good parts wasn't that bad actually. So we did optional stuff instead. So maybe it's picking up a bit now with the with less downtime between the good parts. Look at me like thinking this is going to be a good part. Like maybe it's not, but yeah, who knows. If the mods had a Danganronpa style trial for the Rogue mod, would you be the Monokuma? Oh yeah, for sure. Come on, Joe, one more line. All right, let's see. Let's walk forward, next room, and see if she says anything. All right, here we go. We're gonna go through here. Protect. Some opponents will cast protect spells to raise a defensive barrier around their allies that shields them from melee attacks. When engaging protected targets identified with a shield icon above their heads, avoid using your sword and instead employ magic to quickly and efficiently dispel the barrier. What if I do use my sword? Does it bounce off?
There's only one fitting punishment.
Okay, I can still break it with sword attacks. It's just better to use magic, I guess. That was a lot of experience. Alright. Alright, so tomorrow we start off with Snake Eater, and that's pretty good. Alright, cool. Alright, I feel like the game's picking up a bit more. I'm not sure if today's stream was the most I've enjoyed this game. Maybe it was yesterday's stream. But, yeah, definitely less lows today and yesterday. Still exist, but yeah, less lows, I think. Oh, man. Anyway, sorry to end a little early, but I don't want to have to end in the middle of this sequence. I think that would be way worse than ending early. And we're trying to hard cap the streams at around 5.5 hours, and I don't think we have time to do this in 30 minutes, especially with all of the riffing with chat. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Hope you have a good rest of your night. It is insanely hot down here. Wonder if I'm going to be able to play some more Hunt tonight. Maybe. I'd like to do like a couple more rounds. I really like the new rain map. It's really cool. Anyway, see you later. Have a great night.